You're good. You're live. All right, good morning. Thursday, something, whatever. Gus is here. Hello, Gus.
Hello.
It's been a while.
It has.
Yeah. You weren't able to make the game the other night?
No, I got out of work at like 9:45.
Yeah,
so
yeah. That's all right.
But I was able to watch some of it, so
Good.
It was good to see the effort. I like to see the effort out there, diving on the floor, getting scrappy.
Yeah, not everybody I'm seeing, people are talking to media. Who knows? I don't know. We have a game next Tuesday.
I'm in.
You're in. You be there, Mud, or no?
I didn't know we had a game next.
Oh, we just got a call to fill in next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m.
I'll probably be able to make it. Yeah,
probably okay.
Yeah.
I mean, do you care who you play with, or?
I don't care who I play with now.
You said to me on the phone the other night.
I mean, I said something along the lines of what you.
Don't you might be able to tell I'm in a bit of a mood today. I don't know if you can tell or not.
I didn't notice. My head was down looking at the PGA leaderboard. Chris Kirk 1 under, so we're thrilled.
Oh,
about
good
that.
for him.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
excited
good for
about
him. Well, toast to him. Would be. I'm just kidding. He's a fellow Kirk in recovery. I assume.
He is, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He was a booze bag.
He had issues, Mud. I mean, I know you. Who are you, the judge?
Yeah, I have no issues.
I'm driving back, and you said I don't want to play with.
Okay,
Kevin.
can I?
Is not what you said. Yes or no? We'll give
A
you
variation of that. A variation.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I fucked up.
Oh, well.
I fucked up. I want to say that off the top.
No. Yeah. What do you think of this, Gus? By the way.
So last year we had this situation happen, and it motivated.
We did?
Yeah, with Mick.
What happened?
When he went at Papa Gino's.
Oh, I thought you meant something like, I thought you meant, okay, yes.
So it's a motivation. And I think Kevin's going to take this as a motivation, keep pushing forward. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, it's a shitty move. It's a shitty move to do. I see Gus in that scene.
I want to start like picking apart everything he says. I'm getting
I gave him a nice big hug for the show.
Flashbacks.
I miss Gus.
I kicked him out of the, it's like old days, guys. I kicked you out.
Easy to do it, but I'm back here again.
There you go. Yeah, go ahead.
But no, it was a shitty thing to do. Yes. But at the end, it's going to be a positive for the team. We're gonna build from this, keep moving forward. We got to stop with these fucking leaks and just get ready to play.
Leaky. So go ahead, Mud. Go ahead.
And it comes from I made fun of Kevin on our call, and it comes from a place
between two friends talking, and you thought,
Well, it's you're the coach, and right. I should not speak about a player to anybody else.
In your head, you must have known this was going to come on the air, though.
No,
Oh, really?
Because here's the issue.
Because I defended Kevin strongly.
You did on that call. You called me an asshole, hung up. You eventually called back.
Yep. You called back.
And I apologized on the phone because I was an asshole. But it comes from a lack of.
How about the hair on the back of your head? Did we solve that or no?
I replied to many people on social media.
The Mudhawk, I saw somebody call it.
So there's a character. Maybe Gus knows this from Avatar. What is his name?
I'm not an Avatar guy.
I don't know.
We need
Do you know?
I don't know. No.
Anyone watch Avatar here? There's
I've seen it. The movies or the TV show. There's like
the cartoon show. There's a character named Aang.
Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Still don't know.
Harry's watched.
Who's got like a mohawk thing, and then, so the day after the morning, Carter's like, "What the hell is up with your hair?"
This is a self.
Yeah, I'm doing it myself now.
Yeah.
So I'm doing
Michael J. Fox did his own hair.
I'm doing it was a bad look.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I got this new pair of clippers for Christmas, and I was not going to even shave the head. I start with the body. It was time for a little body shave down.
Sure.
And I'm like, well, we had a basketball game tonight. I'll do a fresh cut, and I rushed it, and it looked like shit. That was just me doing my own hair. I'm getting trying to get better at it.
How's
it look now?
It looks great.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little cut where that was, but yeah, it looks better. Looks better.
I'm picking at this.
I get those. Don't pick at it. Don't pick at it. I feel like I'm talking to Justin. Don't pick at it. Don't pick at it.
But I lashed out at Kevin because
you were mad at yourself.
Yes,
I know. I knew.
It's a lack of self-confidence that I did not want to feel like I was the worst player on the court, and so I picked at Kevin.
Show us up, Gus. We want to tweet it out. Yeah,
because he at times was not great on the court, and I picked at him because I was not good throughout my tenure. It's a lack of self-confidence.
So you're apologizing to Kevin.
With me, Kevin and I spoke on the phone yesterday directly. He has my phone number.
I love when you do that stuff before the show happens.
Well, he reached out to me. He DM'd me, and it was during your show, and I said, give me a call. And he called me, and we had a quick conversation.
Is your phone number?
He has my phone number now, yes. He was a teammate.
Idiot.
You announced he was a teammate.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him my phone number.
He has it now.
Okay. How long did you guys talk for?
He wants to hire me for a couple of sessions, then I'll be in there.
We don't need the jokes. How long did you guys talk for?
5-6 minutes.
Did he at any point apologize?
He apologized for his own play.
That's ridiculous. This is what I mean. Like, it's not so.
It's too nice now.
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. So
he apologized for his own play. Now,
would you play?
What
with
I
him?
said on the call was, to quote me directly, there were times watching him play made me want to quit playing basketball forever. Not quit playing with him, but just never play basketball again.
That's what you said, but that's okay.
I want to quit playing basketball, watching him with his head down, dribble and take the ball up. And he apologized and said his team,
you had 22, 10, and 10. So, I mean, to me,
I was terrible. I was worse than Kevin was.
You can dish it out.
I was
fine with that.
I was terrible.
So, if he plays I'm sure he'll be there Tuesday, and you're on the court with him, will you just walk off?
No.
You'll play.
No, it was
You'll play.
a moment of weakness in the minutes after another crushing loss that felt just like every loss last year. We had no shot to win the game.
No shot.
And it was
that's why
the drive home, and it just depressed. Physical state, mental state.
I mean, I didn't play great, but I
you keep saying that. You had an awesome
3 air
second
balls.
half.
But I took it as a positive. I think I think I'm the best attitude of the whole team.
You're being very level-headed, and you've been positive throughout. And I was
that
not
quote to
positive.
Mikey Grabbags, I think, is wild. I
haven't talked to anybody on the team, so I'm not.
They said they agree with you, which I think means that they don't want Kevin to play, I guess. I don't know. And then they said the effort was bad. Look, we gave up 124 points, but like the idea that we're never going to be able to defend those guys. I don't care what kind of shape we're in. We're not as good as they are.
So who was it?
I don't know. Mikey Grabbags is a journalist. He's not going to give up names. That's the one thing. I don't even really mind it because I do think at its core, the quote was trying to be positive in a way, like let's win this for cinema.
Right.
I don't know I didn't play last year looking for clips for social. I played the game and to win the game. We didn't win any, and if it goes on social media, great. But the only thing I don't like is it's anonymous. That's all.
Is there any thoughts?
Put your name.
I said what I said about Kevin. I didn't.
Put your name on it, and then that's fine. Like I don't like that people are talking, but could have just been look. Everyone talks shit with everybody. Maybe it was a DM, and then Mikey Grabbags ran with it, and it was not a quote for attribution. But you got to think like that. But I do think the person in that quote, because I read it again this morning, I think was including himself in like
his own conditioning.
Yeah, like so it wasn't like a mutt like specific finger pointing. So I get the overall point. I don't agree with a lot of it. But like I said, just put your name on it. That's all. If that's like a shot at me as a coach a little bit too, which I feel like I've been, the results are what they are. I haven't won. But I do feel like I've been positive. I feel like I've been trying, I don't know, try to get everybody in as much as I could the other night. I'm proud of all these guys. I love these guys. So if guys are upset and they don't like the conditioning, I mean, I don't know. You get in better condition, I guess. I don't know. I'm 50 years old. I'm trying my best. So
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I mean, the morning after, I was out there at 6 a.m. running. I did my 4 miles. The morning after the game, I was sore. I played great defense. No, we give 120 points. But if the point of that quote is like everybody in that person's included, I'm okay with the quote itself. Disagree with some of it, but I would like, just say who it was and then let me go. I think, I don't know. Who do you think it is, Gus?
I mean, after looking at it, knowing the team from last year, I feel like I love Pat Ford, but this could be a sneaky Pat Ford thing. I
think Pat Ford owned it.
Pat Ford's not a conditioning.
I think Pat Ford would say I'm in shitty shape. I don't know. I don't.
He probably tweeted himself.
Maybe. Would it be Ron? Right. I saw speculation that's Ron, but I don't see it as Ron. So who else? Like,
I don't know. He made up.
Was it a player? Was it a player coach?
Who, me?
I don't know. You're trying to motivate the team a little bit?
Why? I would say it.
Well, that's okay.
That would motivate the team.
We'll try to get it. You mentioned because the quote is motivation.
The team is motivated.
It mentions conditioning in cinema. Like it's meant
the
that
team,
is meant.
The team is motivated enough to win for cinema. Whether or not some guy quotes somebody, Mikey, I don't care. I'm playing to win.
He is a journalist. I believe someone said. I don't think he made it up.
No, what were you saying?
I was saying, any thought like last year's team might be a little upset that they're going to lose minutes potentially? Like, is that where this stems from? Because even Polar said it. He's like, I don't think there's a lot of minutes there for me.
Well, he'd play minutes if he showed up. That's for sure. I mean,
God, yeah.
Because of Matt Providence? Well, 4 more players this year?
I mean, I don't want to get into super specifics here. I'll say this. I didn't love that I heard Cliff on the broadcast during the game. I didn't even know until I watched the game.
I didn't hear him. No,
he was talking to Ted and those guys during the game.
Well, Dave was critical of me for not doing an interview with Ted during the game.
Yeah, no, this is not. No, this is not the spot for that. This is not. Again, this is we're trying to win for cinema. Everything we can for cinema. This game is for cinema. So, I do appreciate that. That's what somebody meant when they gave that quote. I get that, but I don't know. Put your name on it. That's what I would say.
So, I agree.
Yeah. What else? What we got?
Mick discussed this a little bit as well on his podcast this morning.
Oh, he's up. Okay.
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed with my own effort. I wish I could have contributed more on the offensive end, score some points. I had a few assists, and I think I had a couple of rebounds. But either way, I wish I did a little more out there. My legs were a little gassed in the beginning, but much better than last year. Can move a lot better. a little bit better physically. Just overall, I feel better out there. But I will never be able to compete with those kids. I'll tell you right now. There's no shame in that. They're
Right.
Yeah. Is that pretty much all he said with the game?
And he gave you guys props and stuff like that.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, Mick's been great. I get no, I don't know. Mick might hate the show or me. I don't know. I like Mick. But I thought Mick played really hard. Like, he missed a shot. So what? I missed a bunch of shots. Like, the effort is there. His effort, like, he's a perfect example to me. His effort was great the other night. Like, was it like perfect? Could he stop these guys who were saying, no, neither could I. Nobody could. Ron couldn't. These guys we could play them 1,000 times in the best shape we've ever been in our lives. We have no chance ever of beating that team ever.
Yeah, I got a DM yesterday from a friend of one of the players on that team who was a top 20 player, voted all-time at Old Rochester. Very good school down there.
Yeah,
and then they had 4 or 5 guys who played D3 and could have played D2.
Totally, yeah.
That was their team.
As I said before the game, don't worry about them. Think about Barstool, New York. Don't play our game, score our points. Mick's a great example. Mick played hard. Mick, a couple times said to Mick, "Need a break?" Nope. Battled through it. Proud of him. Proud of Ron, who played hard as always. I thought, people made fun of Mutt, like he didn't make any shots. Mutt played hard in that game. Like, I saw that highlight tape, which is funny, that, who did that?
Well, there's a couple. There
What's his
are
name?
multiple low-light tapes
Mario,
out there.
The 2-minute one.
The Mario one's funny.
Acoustic did that, right?
Acoustic Theory.
Yeah,
Warden. I'm sorry. Warden did that. Yeah. Very funny. Actually, message was very funny. But if you watch some of the, you're out there hustling, trying to stop the shot.
I'm going to contest the shot. If it looks like shit, I'm still going to do it.
Against that team, I can't do that. 25 years ago, yeah, I could have. I could have played with those guys. I'm not saying I'm as good as they were, but I could have been on the court with those guys.
I never was. But I can say, in the New York game, I think some of those contests will affect their shots. Didn't affect them because they're very good.
Those guys are 30 years old, younger.
That'll help in that game.
So, yeah, good for Mick. Mick's right, and I thought everybody played hard. I don't think do I think our defense sucked because they scored 125 points? Sure. But did our defense suck compared to how we play and how we play against it? No. Same with the effort. I got no problem with it. Good on Mick and good on the team. I thought we played hard, and hopefully everyone will be back Tuesday. We'll play hard again. I hope we're playing the team that lost the first game. But I don't know.
We could compete with them.
I thought. Right. We'll lose by 20 or something. But yeah.
But
I don't care about that. It doesn't matter. It's like playing we're playing the Thunder. It's not real.
Is it not that bad of a thing if you lose to this team? You played the best players you could possibly play.
Yeah, I don't care.
When you play New York, though. Now when you play New York.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's like swinging 2 bats on deck, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where Mutt went to college, you walked around with 2 condoms on all the time. Ripping them up, doesn't matter. It's old Dennis Miller. It's old Dennis Miller joke. Yeah. But no. So, proud. I love this team. Love this team. Yeah, I mean, and I will say, from my perspective, I'll take 2 minutes here on this, is, I think I'm making this team, especially because I care about Cinema's family, and I am making this about some stuff I'm struggling with and stuff I've not been able to do a great job with. So with this, I'm almost looking at this as like a family for the next month, and I don't want this family to break up. I'm not kidding. There's a lot, there's stuff going on in my life that I think I did a bad job about with Ryan on the show Monday. I shouldn't have done that. And it bleeds into stuff that's been going on for the last 3 or 4 years. And I'm sorry we did that on the air. But it's tough. It's tough when you have a family of 5, which I grew up with, and now it's 2, and maybe it shouldn't be. And I just haven't done a great job. Everyone involved hasn't done a great job. And that's, partially on me, and there's old things that go back 40 years, 30 years, 20, big fights. And I was supposed to be sort of in charge of this family. My parents died, and I haven't done a great job with that. I tried, failed, and I feel bad, and I feel guilty, and I'm trying to work. Trying to work through it. That won't work, I'm sure. But so now I look at this as all right, I don't fuck this up. So in my life, I've had friendships. I fucked up friendships. I battle through it. Sometimes it's their fault. Sometimes it's my fault. So this team for the next month, I'm trying to keep intact so we can play this game and win this game for Cinema in front of his fucking family. So when I see dumb quotes like this, or I see the show with Mutt, or I see this, it's fun for content, but I also lose my fucking mind. I've made this a mission now to win this game on June 9th the best we can. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to play hard. That's for sure. But, life is not easy all the time. And it doesn't, I'm not going to get into stuff before the show, but it's just it's a frustrating thing. So, yeah. So you do the best you can, and you try and get up and fight another day. What else?
He also talked about the Unnamed Show, Mick, because he was pissed that he didn't get a chance to defend himself last week.
If he's blaming me for this, I could lose.
I agree with Mick on this.
You blame me on this one?
No, not at you at all.
I didn't even.
One other person's getting some shrapnel from this, and I agree with Mick 100%.
Oh, well, go. I want to hear this.
So I'm sorry. I don't have an issue with Trudell or Kirk here. I hate the rest of them. The rest of them are dead to me. I'm going to ruin their fucking life. Wait till I find out what it was. I'm going to ruin your fucking life. Because today, just 2 weeks later, after I'm fucking anti-Semitic, after I'm so toxic and I'm allowed on the show, today, they're playing clips of me airballing a shot in practice, trying to get laughs out of it. Which is it? Am I a Nazi or is it funny? Which one?
There are funny Nazis in history.
Are there?
Sure, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure there were funny German comedians at the time. I don't know. Yeah, I think if you watch it, you know how it is. I can barely see it.
You say get it off.
No, I didn't even say that. I was like, what is this?
Right, they just did it random.
Yeah, I could barely see. I don't like that happening to one of my teammates. That's not good. Shame on whoever that was. I don't know. It's either, I guess, Dave, who was producing the show. Was it you?
It was not me.
All right, not Dave. No. I don't know. Austin?
I don't think Austin would do that.
They have a whole team, right?
They do.
Okay, well.
But there is somebody that I would point the finger at who is a big Minna fan. I don't think they were originally, but they're heavily involved, I believe, in Unnamed.
Who's that?
Stoolie's Clubhouse is very big into KMS basketball. Involved in some of the content planning of Unnamed. I could be wrong on this.
Don't we hate that guy?
You did initially, and then it kind of blew over.
He tweets a lot about
the show.
A lot.
Yeah.
The game.
Well, if he took that is a cheap shot. Like that's a cheap just to throw it up there because we're not talking about it. We're done with the conversation.
Right.
Ball slipped out of his hands. This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep this team together.
Sweat.
Shit like this. Stewie's Clubhouse is going to ruin this fucking shit for me. And it's like, well, Mick's a glue guy right now. Think how far Mick's come.
Big time.
Physically, like where he was a year ago. Like, all right, he's not in the show anymore. Whatever. But like where he's come for that's a cheap shot. I don't have time for that.
That's gutless.
That's gutless.
And that wasn't his quote last night. That's not Mick.
I don't think so. No, I don't think
chance.
so.
No chance.
I mean, it does. It's if he said that, that's flies in the face of what he just said. So I don't think he would say that. I assume the Stoolie Clubhouse guy's probably a friggin' Jew. That's like typical Jew behavior. No? Off announcing, go to town. Go ahead. No sarcasm. Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves.
It's just one idea I had. That's just one idea. Putting a name.
I think it's a good theory. I don't know. Yeah, it's possible.
Well, Austin is someone who in the past has taken video of me that wasn't supposed to be on the internet and put it out there for people to see.
That's true.
Someone left the camera on me.
That's true.
And sat there and listened to that show. And
that does feel like
never
that, I don't think Austin
me, ever
would,
fucking tag me once. Make fun of me all you want. I could use the
followers?
fucking. I could use the followers.
To be honest, I don't think
tag me.
Austin specifically cares that much about you.
Take all my followers.
Like
who cares? What changes? Nothing.
More followers.
Then what?
A little buzz.
For what?
Juice.
For what? The what?
Little juice.
Oh, juice. Oh.
Not juice. I said juice.
I don't. Yeah, I would say that would not be Austin. Austin's a good guy. That Stewie's Clubhouse. I think if you're Mick, who's right now figuring out with the Michael Jackson stuff, all this. He's going to work on this and his jump shot and he's got a million things to do. He's got a game to win. So I got his back. If I find out as the leader of this team, he's one of my assistant captains, coaches, we will get to the bottom of this. Stewie's Clubhouse to me is a great candidate. So, yeah. What is new with you, Gus? Are you still working at this? Because somebody at the Mercy Meal said that you were.
No, that was
family related.
It was a social media step away thing.
Oh.
So I just kind of put my head down, got myself.
What a shame that was for all of us.
I know, right?
It's almost like I'd already muted you.
Yeah.
Who knew?
No, I had to take some me time.
So you're back. Okay.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm slowly coming back. I have some ideas in the kitchen.
Where?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. He's back. He's
fucking-
back.
he's fully back.
In the kitchen. Okay. Good. Good.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm a Gus guy. Well, give me an idea.
So it's going to be called I know it's going to be called The Gus Show.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tagline: a show about Gus, by Gus, for Gus.
A show about Gus, by Gus, for Gus. Okay. Okay.
Everything does come back to Gus on
That
his
makes
other
sense.
interview, so I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just locked in my first person I'm going to be interviewing.
Oh,
Wow.
who
Let me
you
think.
guess?
Let me think. Who do you got?
You're
Go ahead.
never going to get it. You're never going to get it.
Don't be like that, Gus. Who do you got? Give me a guess.
What realm are we talking about?
Yeah, give us a minor hint.
Yeah.
Well, it's not in this world at all.
Okay.
Okay, that's a minor hint.
It's not an easy guess. Then.
That's why I said
Ed O'Neill.
Joe Biden.
Okay, yep. Ed O'Neill, Joe Biden.
Paige Spriniak.
no. I'm doing my friend Robbie, who's a midget wrestler.
That's my second guess.
Wait, he's a midget wrestler?
Yeah.
He's a
little-
No. He's part of Pro Midget Wrestling. That's his.
Oh, okay.
That's like what his thing's
Is that,
called.
that feels like a Rhode Island. No.
I went to high school and middle school with him.
No, I'm saying where's midget wrestling out of? Like, where's their
it's
base?
out of like I think like Western Mass.
But they travel, right?
Yeah, they travel all over. He was in Edmonton a few years ago. He was on WWE as like mini Jim Lawler that one year.
Jerry Lawler.
It's
Yeah.
actually very popular. Like,
And then, but yeah, so it's him and I are going to sit down and talk, and then we're actually going to get me in the ring in August.
Okay, good.
like against him?
Sign a waiver.
I think, yeah.
Didn't TJ Hubbard do that once? Am I dreaming that he
Yes,
wrestled
a
once?
charity
Yeah.
event. A charity. And those old school rings hurt.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Let's have some fun.
What's that?
I said, let's have some fun.
Yeah. Well, good for you, Gus. What do we have a date for that? Is that going to be on our network or on your network?
I have it. I see. This is where I want to confuse. I want to do this game streams again. I want to bring back Mutts Mowers. So like, I have to figure out exactly.
Yeah, I
wanna-
remember that.
I want to do a right play.
What is that? Oh, and you were mowing.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's called Mutts Mowers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
Named after me.
That's
Yeah.
an honor.
Yeah. I don't have a Mutts Mowers t-shirt yet, but I'll get one.
Nobody does.
It doesn't exist. Huh. All right. Okay. All right. Good. All right. And you're still working the Amazon stuff?
Yeah, it's 4 or 5 days a week,
Good for
40
you,
to
man.
60 hours depending on
Yeah.
busyness.
I'm proud of you, buddy. That's a great job.
I love it, but we're hiring.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah, well,
No, he can. He can.
Oh.
It's. I think it's 5 years. As long as it's been 5 years. Nope.
It has been. It has been 5. It's been 5.
It's
Sure.
the most. It's the most
Maybe
peaceful
6.
job. You just by yourself in a truck, listening to music. It's great.
That happened during the life of this show.
what?
Mutt's
No.
incident.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Which? The second one was 2023.
There's one.
Oh,
There's one. There's one.
The big one, but I'm saying the
No,
smaller
there's one. Singular one. One.
Okay.
Uno. One.
Yeah.
One.
I know.
There's been one.
I remember you called
It's been
me.
once. Yes, I
You
did
called
call
me. I
you.
remember.
Crumb.
That was very nice.
Yes.
I was.
You and Joe's. You were.
Yeah.
It's 5 years ago. We're not talking about it. We moved on.
The walk in that fucking windy walk to the car.
Oh, right after you got off the show. Probably a good show that day too.
Oh, I'm sure it's great. Summer show. I'm sure I was super into it.
Late. Early August.
I'm going back though.
I heard. Congratulations.
Couple of bites yesterday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Oh, somebody in another radio station sent me a clip of the afternoon show with EI, like basically begging Alex Corda. Like the Fitzy was like, he's like, hey, if you want to say something about the other station, but we're dads here. We know what it's like. And you're like, oh, shut up.
Oh, where Andy Hart's on remote at home.
Yeah,
On an
it's just
ISDN
so
trying to talk to the manager of the
lame.
Red Sox. That's
So
looks
lame.
good.
I will say, I don't know. We did a little bit yesterday. Like, I don't know. Like, Kate's graduating high school next weekend. I would definitely miss it. It's one baseball game.
And also,
at the end of your life, when I read this great book. I'm sorry, Susan Morrison wrote this great biography of Lauren Michaels. I wanted to get her on, didn't happen. But Lauren says, he says at the end of the day, if you're on your deathbed and your kids are there, you've done your job. And like that means so much fucking more to them and to you for that day than playing the fucking New York Mets in a stupid baseball game in May. It's not the 7th game of the World Series.
Well, Felger knows that too. He's doing that for the effect of the response that it got on social media, which it went viral. He also lied about it. It didn't. The quote unquote ceremony started at 10, but everything else was much
Who
later
cares?
in the
Take the
afternoon.
day off.
I have no problem.
I don't care if it starts at 7 in the morning. It's
But he positioned it as 10 a.m. Like, oh, you could be there by 2 o'clock.
Well, you could if you wanted to. Like Jim Murray's a friend of mine, but like the three of them all agreeing on that
everything.
side is such bullshit.
But they do it on everything. There's no disagreement on that show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen much, and I love Jim, but I'm like,
why do we elevate these people and their jobs to be anything different than anyone else's job?
I agree. I mean, he's not the president of the United States. He manages a baseball team. It's not even. Job's not even necessary.
But you would say like if it was a playoff game, you'd expect him there. So there's some.
Yeah, he'd be there if it was a
difference
playoff
there.
game,
Yeah,
and that
but-
stinks too. I mean, I would tell if I was the owner, I'd be like, stay home. Like, what's more important to you? If you want, if the graduation was at 4 o'clock that day, I can't believe these guys have kids and they come back and play games. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Francesa was big on that.
Yeah.
I was on the afternoon.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know where Lubanchi is on it, but what? I'm kidding. It's a Freddy's Birdies joke. Oh man, we rocked it last week. Killed it.
Congratulations to us. We were 1 for 19 or 1 for 20. I think we were.
Was your pick?
Davis
Riley. He's our guy.
That worked out very well.
New Eric Cole,
Very
Davis Riley.
well. Top 5 finish. Very good. Second.
We'll be back for the U.S. Open.
You and Freddie? Nice.
And you'll be back.
Oh, you said the other day you weren't sure if I'd be back. Okay. I'd love to come back.
No, yeah. I mean, I'd rather have you. I think you being remote hurt us.
Well, you said it was at 9:15, and I can't get here at 9:15.
I'm taking responsibility. I'm saying I think we have to have the same room. Three of us, our energy.
I'd like to do it Tuesday afternoon, if possible. A little bit earlier. Sure. That works for you. Right after volunteering.
Mutt.
Just walk right in.
When is the what was that, Mick?
Come on, Mutt.
Thank you, teammate Nick.
Did Mick get into Mutt?
Ski.
Did Mick get into Mutt criticizing Kevin or no?
A little bit. Hold on.
See if I can find that. I like to hear one teammates. Say.
Nobody reached out to me, so I'm sure they're all pissed. Which I understand. They should be. Shouldn't have said anything.
I don't think they're. I think they're. I think they're not surprised.
And that's
expect
the
it by
point.
now.
It's about my character. It says it's more about me than anything else. So I got to work on myself.
Mansky goes to the skipper last night and says, I never want to play with Kevin from Bristol again. Something to the effect of that. Well, come on, Mansky. Come on. Sam died, for God's sake. What the hell?
He's right. He's right. Thank you, Mick.
a great
Thank you.
line.
He's right. He's exactly right. This guy we love is dead, and you're sitting there going, oh, shut up.
I love how Mick is on his podcast is turning like an 80s comedian. The way he presents, it's like every 80s comedian. Go what's up? Like a Seinfeld 80s.
He's almost like an overnight sports host. Though.
Yes, I agree.
What you
I
should
like
be doing?
I like
fucking kill it.
I like it.
Kill it.
Mick does his own drops and he laughs at them like a
great.
producer drops it in for him.
Gives you like
Lick
20.
my fucking sack, you creepy freak.
Who's that? Who's he talking to there?
Portnoy.
He gives you 20, 25 minutes of big energy. And, I mean, look, we'd love to have him here on the network. We'd love to be able to put it up on our network. But look, he's doing his own thing, and we support him. He's part of the team. What else?
You see Jeff D'Lo with the dozen announcement yesterday, right after the show, like literally as soon as the show.
Yeah,
ended,
well,
so
yeah, we're going to be in Boston. When is it?
I believe June
9th.
26th. It's cut off.
June 9th.
I think
that would not
it's
be
the
good.
26th.
That would not be good. June 20th, I'll be fresh the week before, but that's the Ryder Cup week. I would have been dead that Thursday. It would have been the singles matches, I believe. So now I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm like definitely not doing
I know,
that.
but you love doing it. I could see that.
so
I could
what?
see some scenario where your
There
pathway
is
back.
there is $250,000. Short of that, I'm not doing it.
I don't blame you.
Thank you, Gus.
Oh, I don't either. They have fucked you on this. This
Yeah,
is
I
embarrassing.
see people
by
still
that.
tweet like, "Oh, you're a bait." It's not a. People understand nothing to be playing or not playing in that stupid thing. It's being fucked around and being lied to.
Who do I give credit to for that clip you guys put out? The change in tone from Dave Soar. Was that you, Dave?
No, it was my idea.
like-
What, are you crazy?
Well, it was very well done. How it was changed from 3 weeks ago to yesterday on the Unnamed Show.
That's my entire.
Caitlin
point.
Clark show. Sorry.
Yeah, right. That's my entire point. So
You're no John Gruden.
Yeah,
no, yeah. I mean, Wayne
know,
Gretzky is playing the Internet Invitational. I mean,
he is.
Yeah.
Wow. Any other big
believe he
names
is.
you can leak out?
No, I have him. You'll hear it first here, though. Wayne Gretzky. If you want to say to me he's Wayne Gretzky, okay. First of all, I can't even tell you how boring he'll be in that. Everyone's going to treat him like he's Jesus Christ, and he's not a. I mean, if it's just getting big celebrities, that's a different conversation.
You can't take the Lord's name in vain during this term.
No,
so
that's
please
true.
don't do that.
That's true.
Don't do that to Chendo.
That's true.
She's religious.
Is that who it is?
She's got a.
Who's that?
She's a female influencer on Instagram. So she does like worship Wednesdays, and she'll do like 3 minutes of like prayer on Instagram.
I think one of the days is Wednesday for the tournament.
Yeah.
Jesus. Huh. Chendo?
Chendo. You said Chendo the other day, so if she's on there.
That was some guy. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you.
Chendo?
Yeah, I think her name's like Caitlin Henderson, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I think you definitely know who she is.
Sounds
Sounds like to me.
Is she wildly attractive? And
She's very attractive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's girl next door. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do anything but play golf. So
That's not fun.
Chendo.
and praise.
she's working on her chipping right now. She's getting better.
Leave her alone.
And right now I'm with Golf Girl Games, so Marissa, Hunter.
I'm not seeing any prayer or anything in this.
Oh,
yet.
you'll find it.
Okay. These are their vlogs.
She's got there's a lot of stuff that pops up, so it might take you a while.
Yeah, she's got a ton of followers. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they're doing. I get it. Athlete, God, family, and golf. Be the light. Okay. Well, good for her. I don't even know what to say. I wish her well. I'm sure she's a nice person. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure David doesn't want me to go be chasing her with a crucifix. So
Bring out the cross.
Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? Well, what else?
Oh, you were talking a little EEI. Did you see that story about Mark James, your old partner
Yes,
there in
yeah.
Seattle? What he said about that analyst?
But the guy's Australian, right?
The guy's Australian.
He's fine then. I guess he mocked the accent of some color analyst, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now people are just like up in arms about it. He had guests. I guess he had a guest on the show the same exact day and was like, this is below the belt, all this stuff. And Mark James tweeted, "You will never be on the radio again," type stuff. He did that. He like snapped and then deleted it.
I never worked with him.
He's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
He's a lunatic.
He's a town that he just bounces around, right?
He was in Florida for a while. He was on the air, off the air. Now he relocated to Seattle. I think it's middays, like 10 to like 2-hour show. But it's by himself. And I listened the first couple of days, and it's everything I heard here in Boston. It's just.
Were you friendly with him or?
I don't know. He didn't. I don't think he loved me for some reason. I think because we made fun of him on other shows. I don't think he was a big fan. But I'm not surprised. He liked to be sort of on the edge of what you can say and not say. Do we have the sound? Or do what he said?
Yeah. He compares it to Scarlett Johansson at one point.
If I saw Scarlett Johansson in person, my jaw would be on the ground.
Sure.
And if I got close enough and I saw that she had a mustache, I wouldn't be able to really take her seriously or find her attractive because I wouldn't be able to get over the fact that she's
comparing it to what?
What's he comparing it to?
He's compared to hearing a baseball, basically an American accent, somebody with an American accent talking about baseball than this guy.
Fastball, a big reason why, but what about the fastball? That was so good. Let's check it out. So you remember when Bryce Miller first burst?
He's just pissed he has an
Let me just say this
accent.
about Mark James. Like, it's a stupid comparison, but like, as a person listening to a game, I don't want to hear somebody with an Australian accent calling a baseball game. I will say this, immediately puts me off. I'm just hearing the accent.
Was he calling the game or just talking about the game?
He's an analyst.
Yeah.
Bryce Miller pitches for the Mayor. The Australian YouTube community is big. I'm not going to dog on them. So,
well, okay. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard an Australian guy make a call of a home run or I guess I have to.
I wouldn't say his opinion is bad, but
do I have to just fucking say hit a car drop or?
Come on, Gus.
I don't have the controls.
Coleman was here.
Coleman was the drop guy. Coleman was the drop guy.
Played that drop 6 times the other day.
You were
What's that?
You were flirting with Coleman. You are happy to have him back.
Oh, great! I love seeing Gus too. Believe me, there'll be producer jobs open. That's for sure.
Don't say that.
That is by 12:30 today. So I would say probably. What else?
Let's see here.
Speaking of EEI, do you see Fitzy stole your take yesterday?
No.
He said he tweeted that Tom Brady should play in the Olympics for flag football.
Oh, that's on my list, Dave.
So you said it. I did the math. You said it at 12:12 yesterday. Fitzy tweeted it at 12:20.
Wow.
And then he went viral for it.
He did?
Yes. I saw
Son
it.
of a bitch.
So
it's going to kill in the rigs. I saw the last week they lost by 17 points. This week they lose by 16, I think.
Well, Dave was critical yesterday saying no one want to play. This is the best wide receiver in football. Just to think about the chance of playing in the Olympics and getting a gold medal is a dream. Yeah. And Tyreek Hill wants to play. This is going to be a big deal because this is going to be, you have a daughter, right? One daughter? Mm-hmm. It's going to be a high school varsity sport.
Right.
In Massachusetts.
Flag football is?
Yeah, flag football. For girls, flag football is going to be a high school varsity sport.
I think that's great. Good.
And it's going to be a pathway to play in college and then eventually play in the Olympics long term. So I think flag football is going to become, it's not lacrosse, but it'll be a big deal.
I can't see that becoming, like, who's going to want to go watch a flag football game like that in high school?
It's pretty fast paced.
I don't think
it's fun to watch. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good in the Olympics.
And for babies like me,
hockey.
And I don't want my kids playing like tackle football yet.
I've been saying for years, I want them ever to play. So
Yeah.
Don't let them play lacrosse. That's violent.
I've heard.
True. What else?
You see Mac Brown, who's calling out. He didn't like call out Belichick, but he was basically saying that UNC changed their ways for Belichick to go recruit. You know,
go ahead, Mark. Give me a Jordan minute. Go ahead.
Lady Belichick.
That's all you care about.
Not surprising whatsoever that she's leaking out to people now that they're engaged before it's actually announced. And her Instagram post last night was, again, classic Jordan. She had the Old Bay seasoning, like the classic Old Bay.
What do you think they positionally? What do you think they're sexually? How do you?
I think he's not in great. He's a bigger guy. He's in good shape, but he's a bigger guy. I don't think he's doing a lot of yoga.
He's on top of her?
He's not mobile.
I think he is on the bottom. If I had to guess, less work.
Yeah.
She's into yoga.
He does do a lot of treadmill work, though.
What's that good for? Getting your steps in?
Cardio.
He walks, I guess. I don't know.
So I see her doing a lot of the work.
I can't see him doing missionary. That seems like a little bit too much work for him.
Didn't ask you. What else?
I was going to say, she's the worst PR person ever, though.
I would say so, Gus, yeah.
Even worse than me.
Oh, sure, of course, right. Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Was Dave saying yesterday that...
Did you ever, you guys ever cross paths, I assume?
No, never did.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the Bridgewater tailgate, she's like the talk of it now because some of the people.
That's right. She was there, right? So what did people say?
They're just like, hey, if you go here, you can maybe get a NFL coach husband.
I'm saying, did anybody know her who was ever there? No.
Nah, none in my circle.
Okay.
My groups.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
So on the Unnamed yesterday, on the Caitlin Clark show, when we
we heard
showed the picture of Belichick's boat, Dave was saying that one was supposed to be for Bridgewater State's cheerleading ring. Mm-hmm. I think the New York Post said that's for their wedding ring.
That's what I said.
Okay, I think that's what the Post is speculating. That's where the tease came from.
But I mean,
which is brutal.
But it's also real. Is that real?
Yes. I believe it was. Now I'm speaking out of turn. I saw the New York Post website. I thought it was real.
That's so gay if he's doing that.
I could not agree more.
That's like fucking depressing if he's doing that.
And again, she gets credit in the acknowledgments of the book. Bob Kraft does not.
Well, I don't mind that.
Saul Kumin, who's a horse owner, gets credit in the acknowledgments.
Kraft, so I don't mind that.
Kraft does not. I mean, there is some very good anti-Kraft undertones in the book.
Is the book good?
What do you mean by that?
Well, he goes out his way to praise the Cowboys owners for what they did.
The kind of anti-Kraft stuff that'll get like Portnoy worked up? Is it like a...
I don't know about that. It's a very.
Is he going to send Bill to Auschwitz or all the way to Germany with Jordan? Imagine Jordan taking pictures in front of the showers, like those stupid faces. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I could see
that's Morning Post. That's my Holocaust outfit.
Yeah, right.
What's that movie that came out last year that you loved? That was literally that scene in.
Real Pain.
Yeah, Real Pain.
Yeah. It was a great movie. Great movie. Were you saying something else about it?
Well, just he praises the Cowboys owners in it, Jerry and Stephen Jones, and never mentions Kraft. Mentions the Patriot way being fake
him.
and some. He hasn't held a grudge, but he didn't hide it in the book. It was not just the acknowledgments part, but I thought in the book there were different moments about. Clearly, he was trying to make a point that I'm separate from them. I was the football. They were something else.
And people were like, "Oh, I think he came yesterday. Oh, you think." Because she was around in the last Mac Jones.
2019 Pablo Torre thinks.
Which is that would make
she'd
her
be
old?
19 years old that time.
Hey, look, right?
Well,
That's legal.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, is that part of the reason why Kraft got rid of Belichick? If they went fucking 14-3, when she was fucking on the sideline, they wouldn't care. They didn't win, so he was gone.
And he drafted poorly, and they had a bad sentence.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Kraft was also dating like a 30-year-old, right? At one time,
Yes.
The actress.
Oh yeah,
that blonde actress, right?
The one he did that stupid scene with.
Oh, yeah.
Punch.
Oh, that was so funny.
That's not good. But he's married now to a woman who's like my age, right?
Yeah,
the doctor.
Late 40s, early 50s.
Right? Yeah, which is younger, but it's okay.
It's in play. It's not Belichick, Jordan.
Yes, yeah. Oh, the age difference is like almost. Well, I guess
almost your
Kraft's like 85.
Well, what's it? Jordan's father's like 49, I think.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Younger than me?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fisherman.
Shit, he's like 25? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. He's like a blue-collar fisherman. But her mom sells fucking dildos and it's a
Province.
I think he was. Yeah. I think the New York Times story was, they said the fishing business failed for them, so they moved somewhere else.
The dildo business.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, why not?
In Provincetown, it's big.
Yeah. Have you ever held a dildo in your hands?
I have not, no.
No? I don't think
Physically
I have
not, no.
You?
I have not, no.
Gus? I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, college.
No, I don't know what you mean.
We would throw dildo, there'd be this sex toy bingo, and then some people would win, and then we just throw dildos at each other.
That was the game?
Yeah.
It just explains like everybody
it's
does
just
this.
bingo, and if you get bingo, you get a sex toy, and then
You never used it though.
I never used it.
Okay, yeah.
Would that be on the Gus show, potentially?
Potentially.
I mean, would you use a dildo on the Gus show if you got viewers?
If it got the views, why not?
Sure,
Yeah,
you gotta sit on that thing.
It's where the male G spot is.
That's true. He's right.
I miss Gus so much.
Gus is going to bring him once in a while. Yeah. Are you ready for June 9th, Gus?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in better shape than I was last year. I'm walking like 10 miles a day now.
Oh, with the job?
With the job. Plus, in the morning, I take one dog out for a run.
What about the other dog? Not good enough?
No, the other two just chill.
Oh, you don't switch up?
No.
Oh, you one dog. Okay.
I have my favorite one, so.
Gotcha.
How are the lungs?
Good.
Yeah, drugs still going strong?
Not as much.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
when I'm at work, I don't, just because I'm driving a vehicle.
Seems reasonable.
And then maybe a joint at night to go to bed, but that's about it. Nothing crazy. I'm in much better shape. I didn't puke this year. Last year I was puking like every other practice.
Right.
So no
I do
puke.
remember that. Good.
So we're good.
Good. What else?
You seen any of these people on Around the Horn crying, saying their goodbyes to their show?
Woody Page tweeting every 5 minutes.
Fucking The Sopranos? Like, I don't, who?
Never anywhere near.
Nobody ever cared about that show.
I totally agree.
Nobody's ever. It was always a show after or before Pardon the Interruption.
That you couldn't wait till it was over.
520 you put on, you're like, oh, this Kevin Blackenstone one, whoever the fuck that is. And then, was that his name?
Kevin Blackenstone was on the show.
Like he hated like America, right, at one point or something.
Yeah, he's in that Stan Verrett.
I saw it's like it just became, and I don't care about this much, but it did become a woke fest.
100%.
Tony Reale, I'm sure is a very nice guy, is just a drip.
Fellow Catholic, yeah.
Yes, right.
He would tell you about it on Ash Wednesday.
June Lee and Mina Kimes and Jamel was on the other day. I saw. It's like nobody that's never been part of the national conversation for 1 second. That show ever. Chance for Bob Ryan to go on and make a little bit of money years ago.
Yeah, it was
and
always
Jackie
again. You waited. You couldn't wait for the show to be over. But it's not in the same category as PTI. Should not be in the same category.
In the DVR, you'd be like, all right, it's 5:26. All right, well, I'll flip on the Golf Channel for a minute. Up to 5:28. Okay, but like it doesn't
do the stupid horn.
Party interruption is basically gone. Like nobody cares about that now anymore either. But it was way more relevant. Nobody for 1 second has ever cared about Pardon My Take, except for the people on it stealing money from you.
Pardon the interruption. People care about Pardon My Take.
Whatever it's called. What's it called?
Around
the horn. Yeah,
I didn't know it was still on.
Neither did I. I thought it already finished.
Last show is tomorrow.
Oh wow, Woody Page.
He's tweeted about every day. Someone should hire Reale, bring the show. No, it's not. No one cares.
I wouldn't be surprised though, because it's like wouldn't be surprised if somebody moved it to some streaming thing. Nobody will watch it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I guess you can do it, but
of course,
it got buzzed because it was the show before Pardon the Interruption.
Even then,
it's by itself. It's not going to matter.
Yeah. Well, you have Sound of People.
Tony, I have wanted to do this show since I was 9 years old.
Harry Lyles.
Wow.
Reporter.
I don't know who that is.
Since I was 9 years old. I just wanted to thank my mom, dad, sister, brother, Josh. Thank you for that phone call in 2019. My Uncle Carl and Aunt Edith. I'm going to miss your text messages after the show.
This guy is a fucking asshole. Who is this? What is he talking about? Is he crying?
He's crying.
Who's he write for?
Let's see. It wasn't underneath.
I've never heard of him.
That show never got younger either. It was always the same.
I think they do that now, though, right? They're trying to be.
Yes. Yep.
There's also no young sports reporters, so.
ESPN reporter, host, commentator, and sideline reporter.
Yep. Thursday Night Football.
I've never heard of him.
He's on Thursday Night Football. He worked.
On Amazon? Like on that broadcast?
I guess.
No, he might have been a reporter for ESPN for the Thursday Night Football games.
Oh,
like
gotcha.
he's there for those.
I'm
games.
sure he's a nice guy, but Jesus Christ, what is he? No, I mean, as a kid, you watched that stupid show? Like, really? I don't know.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
God, I've never watched a full episode of that show my entire
after
life.
like I get home from school, you pop it on, and then it's just
Really?
something to do. Oh yeah.
I never watched a full episode of that ever. Pardon the interruption. Yes, that never. Not for a second. Jesus. Do we know what happened to the guys with Carabas?
No, I know Coley's and Trill's show got canceled. I don't know if that means he's no longer on Section 10. I have
the sense they were gone from Underdog, no?
I know I never got confirmation yet that he was gone from
you're working
Section
this from
10.
Mudstack.
I've asked around a little bit, yes.
So yes, Jared has been quoted before in your...
Very, a friend.
Right. Who the fuck else would you have talked to about this?
I'm not sure. It's other people I talked to.
You're not sure who you talked to?
There's other Underdog contacts I have.
But you reached out to Jared.
Not yet, but I will be.
You haven't reached out to Jared, who's been quoted in your Mudstack before?
No, I
about a story about people
forgot
around?
about it until you said it, but I watched.
Wait a minute, what? Guys who do a show with Carabas, you think might be fired, you didn't reach out to Carabas? You're lying. That's a lie.
I swear on my life, I did not reach out to him yet.
You reached out to other people, not him?
No, I did not reach out to anyone.
So why did you say you reached out to some people? You just said that.
I watched a clip of him saying goodbye on the show. I didn't reach out to him.
Why are you lying?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
So much fun to watch.
He's going to do the Friday.
I bet.
He's going to do the Friday morning reach out and say Carabas is unavailable.
It's
decline the comment.
On Thursday. He will decline the comment. But I saw him say goodbye with Trill on the end of his podcast, where I skipped to the end of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't really know who
he was one of the guys on Section 10.
I mean, I know them, but I've never really. I don't think I've met either one of them.
I think he left Barstool and was at Underdog before Carabas even there. He was doing stuff.
Which one?
And Coley Mick was there with
Coley Mick. I've met him.
He was there, and Peralt was there, and then I think Jared eventually came over.
Gotcha.
And brought Section 10 there. I don't know if he's off that show.
Gotcha.
Long-winded, terrible answer.
Did you bring anything today? Any
no games today.
No games, no notes, no.
I got plenty of notes.
Go ahead, bring them
on. Speaking of books, I'm reading Tapper's book. Great,
as am I.
Yeah, great book. Do they ever talk about why they did that debate when they did it? It feels so staged, but they.
I've long thought they did that debate just
expose them,
just in case what happened. Yeah. Break glass if this happens. That's I've always because nothing else makes sense.
The only thing I don't like is he squarely says this is 100% Biden's fault for deciding to run. But like if that's the only decision he made the entire time, because he couldn't wipe his ass without help.
Well, and I agree. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it be he can't fucking walk in a straight line. He doesn't recognize people, but he was cold and calculated. And
right.
I'm sure he was like, I want to do this, but they should have said no.
Yeah.
I mean, think about if they hadn't done the debate then, they wouldn't be able to get out of it, because if it had been a normal debate time, votes would have already been cast. Like, he would have been the nominee.
So somebody set that up for him to fail.
Yes.
But it wasn't his direct people, because he had what?
Well, I mean, he's pretty. Yeah, I mean, he has a sister. He has a couple of people, but I mean, they control. Like they had to be on board with it.
Is it his wife getting most of the blame from people? Like they believe she was in charge.
Yeah,
of this,
he's got a little. He's got a
him?
team of 2 or 3 people though too, or it's
Ron Klain.
Ron Klain, who's been around forever. Kevin Spacey played him in the movie Recount, the HBO one. He worked for Gore. He's worked forever. But yeah, I don't. It's good. I'm enjoying. I mean, it's my thing is like, yes, I agree. Tapper's a phony and a fraud, and he deserves to get called out. But like the information's good,
right?
The book's good. Like it's crazy that he wasn't doing that 4 years ago, but he's doing it now, and I'm enjoying it.
I'd rather he come out with it than not come out with it.
Yeah,
like I understand he's making money, which
the print's big too in the book, which I like.
You get through pages quick. Which
big
is
for
nice.
me with the I can barely see at this point. So. Especially that Gandolfini book in the parking lot before the game the other night.
They do have that big print section at the Chelmsford Library.
I know. Yeah. I know that, but I'm not. I'm not there yet. I could though, but I don't mind the glasses with the book. Fine, it's fine. What else?
Do we have a Justin update?
Oh, I don't know. He didn't go. Did he not go to Hooters?
He went to Denny's last night. We know that.
So he didn't go to Hooters.
No Hooters yet.
There's no Hooters update.
So, Minute Fan of the Year, Jeff D. Lowe posited the theory that if you remember, Mary broke up with Justin on a Friday morning. Where did Justin and Montante eat on that Thursday night?
Hooters.
So it's a trigger for him? He doesn't
No.
want to go?
No,
She said you
she
can't
said no go.
She said no.
You think Mary told Justin Trudell, Hooters fanatic, he can't go to Hooters?
I think it's possible.
And that's why he struggled to explain who was responsible for it. Because you didn't give Mary as an option. You gave everybody else as an option.
I'm just saying, I'm throwing out that is true, right? He and Montante went there that Thursday night?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. She found out about it, broke up with him Friday morning.
Holy shit.
Because she said, maybe you're not mature enough for me.
Yeah.
Going to Hooters,
Yeah.
that's not a mature move.
Right.
Yeah, I want someone I can settle down with. And
Yep.
That's
right. I think that's stupid if she's doing that, but I don't
she
know.
has that type of power already in the relationship?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, Justin is so in
the
love with
get-go.
this girl. Like
You think he said love yet?
I don't think he said it, but
Of course he has. He's a baby. He's like a little baby.
Now, do you think she said you can't go, or she broke up with him? Is he hiding that from us?
No, he would be a mess if she broke up with him. No, I'd like to. He
was kind of a mess in the car.
His tummy hurt.
He was hot. He got his AC. He felt better. But if he got the Hooters, obviously we would have seen it.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
you think? We've seen everything else.
He just didn't go. That's crazy.
We still have a couple of days. He could pull it off.
He's at the park today.
Some Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy
he
thing?
just got off that ride.
And they have. I thought when's the NASA? When's the tomorrow?
Cape Canaveral was something early in the morning because there was a launch they were going to go see at 4 in the morning.
That's not today though. I wouldn't think.
So I'm guessing tomorrow.
Navy SEAL Museum tonight?
Yeah, I think that's right. That's the other way, so he's not going. Crazy.
It's all he cares about.
I know. It's
Well,
weird.
that he had dinner at Denny's last night. Like,
He went back to Denny's. Didn't he already go once?
No, we went to I see a lot of chain restaurants. So I guess
that's all
what are you gonna
Florida.
do? Yeah,
all of Orlando.
Longhorn Steakhouse.
I guess, but Jesus, who knows? What else?
Jim Irsay, dead at 65.
Dead at 65.
Yep.
Yeah, that's sad. He had a tough life. I mean, he definitely battled some demons. That's for sure. I think the Colts fans like him.
I think so.
He brought a championship there, right?
Spent money, right? He was not. I mean, he's had some issues, but
He's a character, fought for the team, fought for rule changes for their team to be more effective in the NFL, and the Patriots are beating them. So I could see Colts fans loving him.
I would think, right? Like he seemed like he was into. I mean, he built a nice
eclectic guy, had a weird collection. Was it guitars and cars, like a bunch of shit? Yeah,
he was like a rock star.
Played in a band.
Built a nice stadium, like
Yeah.
the Super Bowl there. People seem to like him.
I was just there 2 weeks ago. I had the hotel directly next to that same gorgeous. Like
Where, next to the stadium?
Next to the Lucas.
Great Super Bowl location.
Yeah.
That's the best Super Bowl location by a mile we ever went to.
Best one that we went to many more than I did, but just everything was right there, easy to walk to, tremendous.
And we also caught a break. It was like oddly 60 degrees.
Got to watch Mike and the Mad Dog live, and they're
That's
almost towards the end of their prime. Oh, it's fucking.
And a nice river run.
Yeah.
There was like 3 Marriotts right next to each other.
Did you run in a half marathon for that one? Or was that different?
No, that was
St. Louis?
Yes.
This World Series, yeah.
That was a World Series.
Yeah.
So I ran on the, excuse me, something stuck. I ran a half marathon that day and then went back. And that's when Dino was bombed. Remember we did that weekend show with Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
Because I did it with you.
You and I did a morning show after the Middlebrooks play. So it was easy.
Right.
We had a million phone calls the entire show.
When we watched the Patriots with Joe Zarbano.
We did.
Bar. And I was like, I didn't even go to the game that night because I was like, I'll chafe from the. I went back to the hotel. So dumb. What the fuck are we doing there?
It was a time when radio was spending stupid money.
Was that 2-3-2 or no?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
The last 2 games are
I feel
back.
like we were there forever.
I think.
So 2018?
13.
No, 13.
Cardinals, yeah.
Because they won it there because all the Red Sox fans went down. In 13?
They won in Fenway in
Fenway.
13.
Yeah. 04
Goji
was...
had a strikeout to end the game in Fenway, yeah.
04 was in...
St. Louis. That was in St. Louis.
And then the Rockies were
Gotcha.
home.
Yes.
Yeah. And Dodgers were where? LA? The World Series?
That was LA.
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah. So we were there for, it felt like we were there for like 5 days.
You went in earlier than
We got
than I
there-
did for some reason.
Jerry and I got there the night before.
Because you went to that weird restaurant.
Well, the first night we went with Kevin Graham, our old program
That
director,
picture.
to Chili's. And we were done eating, and Kevin's like, "Get 3 checks." I was like, "You're the fucking program director."
Radio 101.
You can't expense a grilled chicken sandwich and a Coke. And then the next night we went to that place. Well, Jerry was so excited. These are Midwest girls. These are real boobs. He was all excited. Kirk, take a picture with them. It's funny. No, that's shit. We stayed like 30 miles outside the
It was
city.
a while, yeah. It was some weird
Chesterfield, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, which was nice. It was fine by me. But there was like, I think there may have been like an off day or something. It was weird. We had nothing to do.
Well, yeah, the World Series always builds in and off. They don't want to play 3 games in a row.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we got, right. We did the show. Right.
2 off days.
Yeah, the day, first one we did the show. You were there you just did the night.
I came in.
You're doing
weekend.
middays, right? 13, yeah.
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah. But you
I don't
did
remember doing a show live. I remember doing a weekend
I think
show
you did weekend.
on a Saturday, yeah.
They mixed us all up.
It's some weird format. Some Saturday morning show or Sunday morning show.
Yeah, we did something, and then, it was just.
I remember the big, it was all Dino. The entire talk was Dino.
Dino was crazy. Crazy on that trip. Crazy. Well.
You see, Cullen is officially back now? Like, officially.
Yep. He's in. I read that. Yep. He's ready to go. What else?
Scott Hansen got a job.
Oh, where's he going?
I think he did it last Olympics. He did like basically red zone for the Olympics.
The gold zone, yeah.
Yeah, so they re-signed him. He's coming back for the Olympics for that, Scott Hansen.
For the 2026?
Yes.
Okay, they're already announcing
Milan.
that.
Winter Olympics.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Oh, good. Oh, that's all right. When's LA? 2028. Where's the winter one?
That is in Milan, I believe.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing that. All right, great.
You see that quote about Jeffrey Lurie? He was in the owners' meeting pushing for the tush push, and he said it was like a boy's wet dream. Did you see that quote?
exactly.
Oh, really?
What he said, yes.
Yeah, but what did he say? That's
It's
exactly.
exactly
I
what
thought
he
you were
said.
mocking me. I don't know how he made that.
Jeffrey Lurie
comparison.
spoke for an hour in the owners' meetings and said, if you guys cancel this and we vote against it, it's going to be like a wet dream for us because you can't beat us. You had to change the rules. And then
The Patriots voted against it or for it? They were a team.
they were one of the teams that
not
voted
ban
not to change it.
They wanted to keep it.
want to keep it.
So Vrabel speculated a couple weeks ago that they were going to vote to change it because it wasn't a great play, but they needed 24 votes. So they got 22, and the Patriots are one of the votes to keep it. So they're 2 votes
It was
short.
kind of a gimmicky play.
A very gimmicky play.
Like I'd be okay if they got rid of it. I mean, I'd be okay if they kept it, but
I feel like it's
I think
on
eventually will.
I feel like it's on par with like you can't lift the defender to like block a field goal.
right.
So why can you like have
Push,
guys push somebody across the line?
Well, they would claim it's for player safety and quarterbacks get less hurt this way, but a quarterback will get hurt and they'll end up banning it.
Oh, you
a year
think
or
so?
2 down the road. Yeah, because eventually the playoff game was crazy with the watch.
4 in a row.
And then
fouls.
they eventually had to say, if you do that again, we're going to award them the touchdown.
Which is wild.
So they kept jumping off sides to just stop the play. They didn't,
Which game was this?
the playoff game between the Eagles and the Commanders.
Uh-huh.
They
Oh,
were
the championship
they were
game?
on the doorstep.
Yeah.
And so Washington was jumping off sides. It didn't matter. They were an inch away from doing
What's
it.
going on with the UConn job? I don't give a fuck. What's going with the UConn job?
I had a good conversation with them on Monday.
with them.
With someone who's directly involved with the hiring.
This is on Zoom.
So I had just on the phone.
Okay.
We talked on the phone.
You need to do a Zoom thing.
Email Friday. Nothing Zoom
Don't
yet.
don't do the Jeffrey Tube. Don't masturbate like he did on
You know
Zoom.
that's helpful?
No.
Spoke Friday. So we set up.
You spoke last Monday and this past Friday.
Email on Friday when the job became public.
It's on Mudstack
And I had a couple of questions. What's that?
That's on Mudstack Day.
It was on Mudstack Day. So it was
a couple of questions. Well, walk me through what is the job.
Well, the job is not how you presented it here on your show.
I'm saying I don't know.
You suggest on your show that it's a great state full-time job with
best
pension.
case.
No, you said it like it was fact.
Okay. Well, who do you guys talk to? Gino?
You said okay. I can use your quotes. I spoke to someone very high up.
If it's a job sweeping the fucking floors, it's better than what you have. So, all right. So go ahead.
It is like most PA jobs where they pay per game.
Pay per shot.
So you show up for a game.
Do they
send an invoice? You get paid for it.
Do they have a PA for every UConn sport?
They're going to use they want different PA voice. Part of their plan here is to build their stable up.
The big job is the basketball.
They would say the big job is basketball, which is 25 to 30 games.
Both male and female.
They're going to have one person do the full-time job, men's and women's hoop, for those 30 games.
That's a great job for you.
It is a great job. Now,
how much per shot do we know?
I know, but I'm not going to say publicly. They know that I'm on this show. They know, and they've asked, and I told them, but I'm not going to make. I'm not telling how much money it is.
Okay.
I'm not going to say how much money it is because I don't want to make that public.
Suck today. You're afraid to take bold stances. Okay, great.
I'm not afraid to take. I would like to be considered for the job, and I don't want to ruin that chance.
Is that why you're wearing the sweatshirt today?
I didn't notice I wore that today.
Oh, come on.
I should put this on. It's because it's great weather. I wear great clothes when it's great.
Did they
weather.
tell you not to do the show?
No. I would say they're fans.
Good.
So that's not the issue.
My mouth here told me you guys suck.
What?
Yes, very critical.
I didn't say that.
So do you think you have a chance?
Yes, I think I have a chance.
Wow.
I think I have a chance. So I'm going to go out for the basketball because football is 4 or 5 games on Saturday.
What's wrong with that?
I'm going to go out for basketball, and if I don't get basketball, I'm hopeful that I'm part of their stable to do baseball, softball, soccer, so I can go in, even if it's in a fill-in role. I would like to do something with them. Yes,
okay, so
that's my hope. So there's a process. I have to tape some things, record me doing some voiceover stuff.
Oh, like what?
Email it to them. Like, I left Cullen a voicemail. He never played on the show, I don't think. But one of the liners is like, "Hey, I want to read it so I can do it correctly."
I'll do it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it.
May I play Debbie Downer here?
Sure.
Isn't this?
He's not going to get it. I mean,
isn't this job though in like 2 or 3 years all AI anyway?
No way.
You need the local flavor.
Have you heard? There's
in a live game?
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah.
You think it'll be AI, Gus?
No. I'm saying you're gonna need a physical person.
Gus takes this personally.
You did this too, right? Gus?
Yeah. I used to do it for Tufts, Harvard,
Have you applied,
Brown.
Gus?
I have not yet.
You should.
I should now.
Oh, that'd be great.
Gus versus Mutt.
You gonna apply?
I'll do all the sports Mutt doesn't want to do because I've done.
Well, they're gonna hire multiple
before.
people, Gus. They're gonna hire.
I know. I've done water polo before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at Harvard. It was Harvard versus Bucknell.
Water polo.
Yeah, that's cool to watch in person. Those guys are nuts.
They're great. Those guys are in insane shape.
Let's see. Sorry, but the internet here is not terrific.
How hard is this?
So this job is though like it's not over the air. It's in the stadium.
Yeah, PA. You know what PA guys. Yeah.
But
they're not AIing that. No.
Oh come on.
No.
I feel like you could hit 2 buttons and you have AI.
No, you got to have like the emotion.
No, I agree.
Hey, you don't think you get emotion from AI?
No, not with like a 3-point call with 1 minute left to take the lead.
No shot. There's a radio commercial that airs on both sports talk stations that is clearly AI, and it's absolutely terrible.
What's it for?
It's for a casino locally. I gotta log in.
AI is only going to get better though. That's the thing.
AI.
I do want to get one of those Optimus Prime robot things.
See,
those things are cool.
We all do. How hard is this to find?
You have to. It's on a Google sheet that you have to log into. I apologize. I should have had this up before the show. If I can see.
You feel optimistic?
I do feel optimistic. Yeah, I think I
really.
Well, I'm a UConn grad. I love UConn, and I have a pretty strong background in doing voice and radio.
I know it's a good job. I think for you.
So, for example,
state job.
I'll give this. I won't even. I'll try to do it off the cuff. Doing a PA voice because you got to be sort of loud with it, right? It's got to be
not
sort
like.
of
Don't be obnoxious though.
Final score: UConn 45, Tufts 44. Stay tuned for the Dell postgame show coming up on WTIC News Talk 1080, and check out UConnHuskies.com for all your ticket information. It's not great. I need to see the script. It's got to be better.
I'm underwhelmed.
I got to work on it. I know. I got to work on
it. Let me hear you do it, Gus. UConn wins. Give me the radio station. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight's final score: UConn 97, Seton Hall 36.
Gus better than you.
I just got chills.
Thank you for coming to today's game. Please arrive home safely.
Well, okay, man.
If I can read it, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, the voice is good though.
You got to put a little inflection into it.
Yeah. You're a PA guy. You're not doing a post-game radio show.
I need to work on that. So I've been practicing.
The final score: UConn 96. St. John's 82. Huskies fans, drive home safely. Make sure to stop by Papagino's on the way. Buy one, get one free. When UConn wins, so do you. That kind of thing, no?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
That's better than mine, too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yours felt like radio.
I know. I felt
like I was driving around getting mad at you.
I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to get out.
Give me a little emotion.
Let me try another one.
3, 2, 1.
I don't want to copy exactly what you do. What's another PA announcer thing, Gus? Give me a situation. You're a PA guy.
Let's go. All right.
Give me
do the score at the half.
No. Give me this. Give me like the beginning of the starting lineup. For that whole thing.
Do you have that
give me the music.
That's the UConn intro. We were at a UConn game together, right?
Yes.
Wait
4 hours to take a piss at halftime at that game.
I get that music.
They go work on those bathrooms.
Well, that's a bad bathroom line.
That was the worst. I've ever been.
I said that on the call. I said one thing we'll work on is the parking.
You said
and the bathroom
good.
situation. Yes.
Parking.
Work.
Are there fight song work? What's the song?
No, it's like go to.
It's y'all ready for this?
Jock jams.
Got mud asking about puzzles in a Mexican restaurant, but that's fine.
I was trying to make conversation. Sorry. I don't know if we waited for that table, which I did a great job staking out of that restaurant.
You take that route, that shortcut on the way back after every game now? The vomit comment?
Yes, Beyonce.
Should throw herself out of the car. There we go.
Now, the starting lineup for your UConn Huskies.
That's better.
At guard, 6'4" from I'm not sure where, Khalid El Ami.
That looks like the kid in the meme with the veins.
Yes.
He actually does.
Sign of a healthy kid, by the way. Sign of health is good. But at the other guard.
At guard, number 20, Ray Allen.
At forward from Flint, Michigan, Johnny Selby. Get the other forward.
For that UConn team? The other forward from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, 6'2", 240 pounds, Chris Benoit. Your head coach, Jim Calhoun.
This is still a center.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I did PA at a Jim Calhoun game.
Really?
Yeah, he was coaching. He was coaching.
The D3 team he's coaching?
Yeah, he was, and they played Tufts.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Should do that for the case, Kirk. That was
a new case voice. Yeah, that's true.
You're pretty good.
I can do that.
He's got a little rasp to it, which is
nice. You got to put a little
The center, 7'4".
That's what the Bulls guy. And now your Chicago Bulls.
Like a little rumble.
Yeah,
that was a tremendous open for.
Are you practicing at home?
Yes, clearly not enough. I'm not there yet.
You gotta let it rip. You're holding back. I don't want you to be obnoxious.
There's like
Greg
fine
Dickerson
line, right?
did it. I mean, this
there's
is
a fine line there, right? Mike Riley does it. Does Riley's voice sound different?
Oh, yeah, I would think, right?
It's definitely a little different. Like I try to be a little lower.
Is he an 98.5 guy or no?
Who?
Mike Riley?
Mike Riley's voice is a little bit more at the games, but he projects. Like he's one of those old school.
He has a good bassy voice.
Oh yeah, big time.
Tangway, right?
Tangway did PA?
I mean, he had to have at some point. No?
Meter did. I know that.
He did?
I believe so. That's how he got one of his starts.
Yeah, he did.
Early
he
did that.
So best case is the basketball job.
Best case is I can do the basketball job. They know my living situation. They know that I don't live in the States. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't think that matters, does it? I mean, you'd be there. It's not like it.
Yeah, so that's the best case scenario is that I end up doing the PA. And worst case scenario is that I just don't get hired. And somewhere in the middle would be.
That's true. You're right.
I'm on their roster of doing some fill-in games when other
30
guys
nights
can't
a year is
do
a
games.
lot to go back and forth there.
Yeah, I mean, during the winter it's quiet enough. There's not as much sports for the kids, so I'm not as concerned about that.
Mohegan's right there.
I have family who live right in the area, so I could stay with in-laws or my brother-in-law who live right in the area. So it's definitely workable. Yes, I would. The PA job for basketball would be a good job. It's a good job to have.
You know when's a good
part of the game.
like a good practice run?
What's that?
June 9th.
That's true. You can do our starting lineups if you want.
If you want me to do that, Coach, I will do that. I will, whatever you need.
What was I going to say? And it's a state job.
Not really.
Benefits?
No, zero. No, not full time. No
You
benefits.
get into the UConn world that way, though. You
I
never know
agree.
what happens
I
then.
think, so my
You're a
hope was that
professor,
there'd
who
be
knows?
like a hybrid job where you do that and do also
SID
some,
or something.
We'll do some content. Like there's not a. Sorry, folks, at UConn. There's not a great UConn sports podcast. Jeff D. Lowe and I.
You talked to
about
Jeff,
this.
obviously. Yes.
Yeah.
Jeff gave me this pitch.
So there should be a hybrid, but that's
I'll
not.
pretend to listen like I pretend to listen to Jeff, and he pitched you doing a UConn podcast.
Jeff and Mutt's UConn Sports Podcast.
But even just creating content, like do a coach's show. Like I thought it could be.
They don't do that?
They do a radio one,
They
but
must do
not
one with
one
Tammy
with the
Hurley.
school. They do. Well, I think it's tied to radio,
Right.
like TIC 1080 or whatever the affiliate is now.
You want me to reach out to Hurley or no?
I don't think he has a lot of say in the hiring process, but I can't hurt.
I mean,
I'm sure he has no say in the hiring.
I don't think he cares. I think he cares
That's
about
a different
his
conversation.
arm. I don't think he cares.
I think part of him's going to care because that's like starts the game. That gets
I think-
everyone.
I think
Like
Danny
it's
Hurley
an important-
notices the PA guy.
The first voice you did at the beginning, UConn goes 2-28.
You think so?
Yes,
The voice affects it.
They're losing by home. They're losing to St. A's at home with that inflection.
What would our starting lineup sound like? From Rhode Island, he sells pharmaceutical stuff.
Yeah, see, this is where you get
John from Warren.
Yeah, you don't need the second part. Oh. Yeah. Well. All right. Well, I mean, I think you have a chance.
I do too.
You're probably
Based
the
on
biggest.
conversation we
Amazing.
had.
You're probably the biggest name applying for it.
I think it helped that there are about 300 tweets tagging me in that. When it first broke.
I feel like being a UConn grad helps too. They probably love that.
Well, I love UConn. I mean, UConn support.
Oh, they noticed all the tweets.
Program. I'm sure they did.
Well, good.
The guys involved look at social media. I'm sure they.
Right.
They impressed with your man cave? Big
They did say if I get the job, I have to keep that and not build the cabin.
That seems fair.
Is it financially worth the drive, like per game basis?
No chance.
It's worth. It's
Does it pay
worth
for gas?
being. Yes, it does pay for. Absolutely, the pay is commensurate with
the gas.
Other PA jobs.
I don't know what that. I don't even know what that
other
is.
other
okay,
PA
well,
jobs.
someone will find out for us. All right.
Yeah.
It's a range.
But you're not doing that. You're not really doing it for the money.
It'd be to get in the UConn
Foot in the door
program. Yes,
part of the family,
and potentially do other stuff. Yeah,
like that podcast.
Or there's got to be a content role, like just UConn content.
So.
Not a great one. Like,
Jesus,
UConn 360 is not.
You trying to get the job here? Like,
it's
what are you
not
doing?
Pushing up the skirts. What is it? What's the?
Are you trying to get the job here? They're not going to hear.
I'm just. I was honest. I'm just. They could use some more sports content.
Okay. All right. What else?
Are you hearing anything about this Madden actor who quit because of some interaction with whether it be the director over nudity or possibly a racial slur?
No.
Not hearing anything like that.
Who's that?
They're not naming the actor, but obviously it's the one with Christian Bale and Nick Cage or whatever.
Huh.
But yeah,
But it's not one of them, obviously.
not one of them.
It's a supporting.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Taylor Swift has a chance to buy her originals back, by the way. Justin probably loves that story.
Well, that's good news, I suppose. Good. Thank God she needs it.
Did you listen to McAfee with Tom Cruise yesterday?
I listened to some of it.
Yeah.
So it was, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Did Tom Cruise go on a bunch of ESPN stuff or?
I didn't see him on anything else. I think I saw him on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
I didn't see him on any other programs. He probably does SportsCenter hit.
Sure. Yes, that feels beneath him.
Are you watching that this weekend?
Yeah, I'm like mildly. It's whatever. You?
Are you gonna see it in IMAX?
I
I might go next week and see it in IMAX.
Yeah,
Why not?
I like the franchise. I don't love it as much as other people. It's fine. I don't.
It's a good 2 hour like sort of forget about. It's
If as long as you
dumb
give me a couple of big dumb action sequences, I'll be fine. As long as the story's not stupid. Yeah, I'll be fine with it. But I'm not. I didn't like Top Gun Maverick, so like, I'm one of the 3 people in the world who didn't like it. So all become like Tom Cruise, is like Jesus, everything now. So it's just weird. And like I said, he thinks he saved movies, but like nobody really asked him to do that. He talks
Maybe
about it all the
Hollywood
time.
did.
They all got together. Well, we know 6 people run Hollywood, but that's a different conversation. But I don't really get. I mean, I don't know. I like Tom Cruise, but he's wearing me out. I'd like to see him do a real movie.
I was gonna say you said that yesterday. Like if he did a real movie, that'd be kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen though.
But he doesn't get out of his wheelhouse.
Nope, he likes running and jumping, and he
What's
likes
the last real movie he did? It's not Vanilla Sky, right?
It's probably the one where he played the pilot, that Doug Lyman movie. It's like a drug dealer and a pilot. What the hell was the name of that?
American
Made? No.
Is it American Made?
Is that right? Final answer. I don't know. Is that? I don't remember. Something like that. I think.
even saw
It's like Jack Reacher is not. Those aren't real.
No, those are the same type of things. Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Like if it's on USA,
American Made.
American Made. What year was that? 17? Did I think my parents died or no? Yeah.
Wow.
The it's always good to have a connect.
Death.
Yeah, Jack Reacher. We put on USA, it's fine for like a half hour. I don't mind it, but it's not real.
No, it's not a movie. No.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was doing Born on the 4th of July and Rain Man, and Jerry Maguire is a real movie. A Few Good Men is a real movie.
He did War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds was Spielberg.
That was pretty good.
I think that's the biggest
hit
of his career.
War of the World?
I think still domestically, or worldwide, is still the biggest hit of his career, box office wise, I think.
More than Top Gun Maverick. I'm surprised.
Oh, no, you're right. Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, no, that did beat it. Until Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick wiped that out. But that was, at the time, his biggest hit, which is weird. But it's a Spielberg movie. It's like a huge sci-fi movie.
I like the son in that movie. He's like kind of mad at dad. There's some angst there.
He's a
I don't know who the
Yankees
actor
fan?
was.
Yankees
fan.
fan.
Dad's a Red Sox fan. I like that.
Cruz never
Back and
believable as
forth.
like a sports fan. No. He's like a real guy. He's just not believable.
That's why it's weird. Like he's like going to Sports Center and McAfee now. Like it's.
I saw the question McAfee said him. He's like, you say movies like you're like a football coach. Cruz takes it so seriously. It's like Inside Out 2 would have happened without you. Like Spider-Man. What was the huge Spider-Man a couple years ago, Gus? No Way Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah, like that was going to happen if Tom Cruise hadn't been born. Look, I love Tom Cruise. I grew up with him. I mean, all the way back. I'm talking The Outsiders, Risky Business.
Cocktail was awesome.
Cocktail's a great, fun, dumb
soundtrack.
movie.
One of the first tapes I had, cassette tapes.
Kokomo, yeah.
Not sure how we had. Yeah, that's must have what it was from. Yeah.
Number one hit.
We sang that in Cub Scouts. It was a big one.
Did you get raped during that?
I did not. No, I remember we lip sank it for some sort of a presentation.
What?
Way down in Aruba.
Who's on the drums in that song?
Eddie Van Halen.
What?
Eddie Van Halen. I don't know.
Nope.
I have no idea.
Nope.
What I know.
John Stamos.
Oh,
really?
From Full House.
Yes.
And the Beach Boys.
Uncle Jesse.
Sorry.
They are the Beach Boys.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, Uncle Jesse, right. I saw some comedian do a bit on this the other day. It was funny. When the Cut It Out guy, Dave Coulier, got cancer, Stamos took a picture with him, and it kind of went viral. And I didn't realize it. I was like, oh, that's really nice of him. But he just put a bald cap on.
Yeah, he didn't actually.
I didn't know that. He just put a bald cap on and took a picture with him.
He didn't shave his head?
No, the guy was pretty funny. He's right. He was like,
stolen valor.
and he had to pretend like, Dave Coulier had to pretend like, look at my brother here. Like, put a fucking bald cap on.
Was that like a year ago, I think?
Yeah, it was a while ago,
Yeah.
but it just randomly made me think of that. I was laughing because it came up on my feed the other day. I was laughing. They were like,
He's so strong.
what a fucking weirdo. He's just like, get the fuck out of here. You're an asshole. I don't know. I'm not a Stamos guy, but yeah, I'm too old for Full House.
It was in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I guess. I think.
Friday
How old are
nights
you?
were huge.
I'm 38.
TGIF, yeah.
Yeah, we're at the, how old? 45?
45.
5-year difference. Like I missed. That's like the.
That and Perfect Strangers on a
Urkel,
Friday. Urkel.
Yeah.
Home run.
Family Matters, yeah.
Yeah. What else?
You see Retief Goosen and Ernie Els in the Oval Office yesterday?
No, I saw the 8-foot Florida guy though. The Florida basketball team, I think, was there. And the 7'9" guy was there.
Yep,
yeah.
they did
Sports
that.
Day for
Yep.
Trump. I like that.
Yeah, Trump was
taking a break.
Why were Goose and Els there?
South African, I guess.
Oh yeah, the South
Oh, my guy was there. That was great.
The white farmer.
He brought the video.
Video out.
That's right.
Being
The
a kid in school when he
That's right.
brought
The
the
senior
TV out.
PGA Championship is in Maryland this weekend.
Is Freddie playing?
No, Freddie doesn't play the majors anymore.
Really?
He's 65.
He's done it all.
You might see Freddie in some golf content coming up.
Oh, don't tease. Ooh, that's ticklish. That's
You might.
Ryder Cup. Ryder Cup.
Maybe he'll be in there. Not me. That's for sure.
Imagine if Freddie replaces you.
That'd be great. Yeah, maybe he'll be in the Internet Invitational. I don't know. Who knows? With anything other than being there, or is there?
No, he just vouched of, Ernie just like spoke on behalf of the country of saying how they need America's support right now. Meanwhile, to his point, like the video came
That's
in,
great video.
the farmers and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's true with what Trump was saying.
Yeah, neither do I. He's a fucking lunatic. God love him. Yeah. What else?
Let's see here. I don't think anything too. Zach Braff bringing back Scrubs with ABC. That's pretty much it, actually.
Oh no, Grant Pauly is saying ban Kirkman from all YouTube golf. I don't know what that is, but okay, I'll retweet him. Why not? Let him have it. Did you watch that basketball game last night or no?
I saw the highlights today.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jeez, no, I didn't watch it either. What a collapse. Jesus Christ.
Epic. Coleman defensive online last night.
Oh, he
Very
was?
upset. Yeah, he got
He couldn't
sad.
go to sleep.
Sad
Couldn't go
Coleman
to
couldn't
sleep?
sleep after the big game.
I'll call Coleman. Let's see how he's handling this.
That was a crazy shot.
He's a fat homo. Maybe he'll be able to weigh in. The one that bounced up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Harlan, who responded to an old EEI blog of mine years ago. I'm sure I told you this, where I criticized him calling the Patriots game.
Yeah.
He emailed me.
I remember that.
And went point by point. I was like that. Because you're probably right ultimately. Didn't call that a 3-pointer initially.
Right.
It was not I could tell it wasn't a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
He drove pretty far and then stepped back like that.
What's the fucking NBA?
And they turned like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lucky shot. You shouldn't do that for that. No. There's a guy who's done that famously.
I wonder if that was
in a viral golf clip, by the way, to beef. I mean,
but
you've not made viral.
But you had one at that point. He hadn't.
We had we hadn't won. Yeah, that's what I mean. But if they lost in overtime, that would have been a tough look. And you have to win the series now if you're him.
Well, how do you bounce? The Knicks don't bounce back. That's right. That's it.
It's bounce. Momentum's not a real thing. Why? What if they win by 30 tomorrow?
I thought momentum definitely affected the Celtics in the game 2 after they blown the 20-point lead. I think the Knicks had momentum in game 2.
I don't even know what that means.
Blowing that 20-point lead.
I guess, but the next they'll hang out. They'll beat them by 25, or they'll lose. I don't know, but I don't think it's because that happened.
Well, they had that game in hand to lose it. That has some sort of effect.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
what was the stat? It was 994-0 record by teams up at least 14 points going into the final 2 minutes and 45 seconds of the playoff game since 1997.
I'll give you one. Since 97, maybe this is not, I don't think it's the exact same one. They're 4 and 1,702. That's the overall record of teams down by 7 or more 50 seconds left. Indiana has 3 of those wins all this year.
Wow.
So 3 of the 4 wins all time, down by 7 or more 50 seconds left, happened this year with this Pacer team.
Team of Destiny.
Wow. 617-779-79 through 7 the phone number. Why are the Celtics not playing caller?
Oh, 10:45 at night making conversation with a bad producer.
Still happens.
Still?
Our cannons.
I love those young producers who are like, this is my moment. Like, I'm going to break out right here. Like, and, he hits the button. Yeah, nobody else is saying, like, when Cora wasn't at the game, they won. Yeah, they did.
8 seconds they didn't talk because we can build a break back here. Oh, we got double our breaks. We get out 52. Okay, let's play the music. Okay, we got to go.
To me, the best producer I've ever worked with.
Matt Loper.
Yeah. The Loper. The great guy. Great guy.
I love Matt Loper.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Sweet guy, nice guy. Loved working with Mustard and Johnson. Could deal with them.
Loved Craig and Larry.
Yeah, love that show. Defended them. Yeah.
I wonder if he was on my. I didn't even think of that. Was Loper mad at me with the porn thing?
I remember after you left, he was still following what you were doing at Barstool because he would occasionally tweet about stuff you were doing.
Yeah.
But then he just completely went blank. I've
got
seen
a
him
business?
on social media. I don't know if he's in the business or not anymore.
Oh,
he
had a good job. I remember.
I'm sure he did.
I think I've said this. We tried to hire him. I told Jerry when Chris left the first time, or maybe when the other guy left to be a banker.
So I just know him as Sausage.
Yeah. One of those times I reached out to Loper and Loper's like, my job during the day is like better than I'm not going to get up at 4 to get yelled at by you and Jerry. Makes sense to me. I don't blame him. I would do. Good guy.
I can see that.
Yeah, he's on my Mount Rushmore of producers. I've had
Loper. Yep.
Steve. Coleman.
Gus.
Dave.
Will.
Wow.
Don't you think, Gus?
Oh, 100%.
You even know Will is.
Will the basketball? Not the
who?
Minifan who's a basketball fan?
Celtics?
Celtics podcast? That Will?
Oh, no.
There's a Will.
I'm talking about, I'm talking about. The fucked up kid from the old intern.
The old intern.
Yeah.
Intern.
Who?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, this is way before your
The
day.
guy the other day,
one.
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Kid yesterday?
I don't remember hearing him.
I like him.
Good pace, had some good Lexington stuff for you, kept you going.
Winchester. Yeah.
Winchester, very good guy.
Yeah.
Nice pace.
Yeah. Handsome.
Tall.
Young. Like a good, with a little bit of fresh blood.
Could use that.
Put him and Coleman in there. Coleman will be fucking grabbing his cock by minute 2.
Again, you were into your bag with Coleman. You were loving Coleman's drops.
It was good to have a
glow.
guy in that chair who was into the show, not like this.
That was a love
I
fest
sensed
after
it
that.
listening and watching. You were into it.
What's that?
Twitter loved Coleman.
Well, you know how
after
that goes, though.
But it would be
You
if
can't-
he was back, it would be
8 days.
Get a hand producer 101.
Yeah, 8 days. These people love him now. They like the kid yesterday. They hate right now. They hate Justin. That's the way it goes. But Justin deserves some of it.
He deserves hate for not going to Hooters. I understand people hating him not going.
Incomprehensible
to
to me.
Could not agree more. One of the
Call
biggest
him, let's
shocks in
see.
history of the show. Diehard Hooters fan goes for the wings, calls it a family restaurant, doesn't make the trip.
Knows all the bartenders here in Dedham's.
Yep.
What is this idiot doing?
He just shared a video of some.
Hi, it's Justin.
Oh, stop!
I love that.
He's just falling around some little girl at that park.
Yeah, that's where. This is what he's
Just
watching right
foaming
now.
at the mouth.
Some guys banging on drums.
So,
Christ.
when you first started talking about this trip and you wanted to go to that Hooters,
That was the center
that was
point.
the whole point, right? Justin said, he's like, yeah, all the Hooters are a little different. He said, I have a friend that works at the Nashville Hooters, and it's
Yes, I remember this.
And I'm like, that's a waitress that you met at Hooters,
Yes,
and then
right.
like stalked her on Instagram or something, like
you with the golfer, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You know, like not a friend, but
Right,
you know the life details.
You don't
like-
pretend that you're like, you're married to her like Justin does. Just gonna build himself. He's like fucking Nathan Fielder. Build himself a Hooters and just hang out there. Yeah, great vacation.
Are you concerned at all about his physical health heading into
He's gonna play
June
20
9th?
seconds.
Okay, all right.
I almost say he shouldn't even play. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Oh, you didn't give Brandon enough credit for taking your message seriously the other day. You said on the air, if you do the honorable thing.
He turned into a bit, though, so it's like, you know.
No, but he showed up and is ready to go, just manage the team. He helped out Tim on
He's
the
the team manager.
Ted on the broadcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't say helped. He was part of the broadcast.
Ted was good.
That was good. That was very good. Yep, no, Ted did a good job. He's the team manager.
Yep.
And there you go. I think that's okay.
I give him credit for recognizing the writing on the wall, seeing the writing on the wall. Sorry.
I'm thinking of putting together a team dinner before the game.
I was going to say right near that South Shore. I saw you got the Bertucci's right there.
Right there.
Oh, we're not playing. Yeah, we're not playing there, obviously.
That's a good spot. That's a good team spot.
I agree.
It looks at classic Bertucci's. It's dark. You're like, is it open when you drive by? You do the same thing you drove by the other night? I'm like, is it open? I think it was open. There were like 4 cars in the parking lot.
Nobody in. Well, it was a little bit later. It was like 8:45 when I drove by.
Huge. Is he calling?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Give Hooters update.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Hooters update.
Oh yeah, Hooters isn't happening.
No.
There are people. Jeff D. Lowe said that you and Montante went to Hooters the Thursday night before you broke up with Mary, which is true, right?
The Thursday night. Mary. I don't think so.
I think you had dinner. You and Montante went to Hooters the night before.
Yeah, because Montante was on the next show.
Oh, maybe I guess.
She's not putting the thumb down on Hooters. She's okay with it.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, no, she's fine.
Why are you not going?
I just don't have time.
What happened yesterday?
Yesterday I just hung out because I was very tired and sun. So I stayed out of the sun.
All right. Okay. Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you.
2 words: Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
We could
She's gonna break up the band.
Just a quitter. He's like, I was too tired.
You could fall asleep in an Uber on the way there. Have it. I mean, you pay for it.
That's I mean a good point too. We don't want him driving.
Yeah,
he had 9 beers.
He's looking up the Uber or whatever it was. I mean,
Turo.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Turo. So, okay. He's not going. All right. Fine. What else?
Can I tell a quick Justin story from last time I was in? So I'm in here waiting for you guys to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Justin walks in the room and he's never done this before. He goes, "So what's new with you?" And I go, "Oh, well, actually, my wife is pregnant." Oh. And he goes, "You want a water?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love a water." And he just gives me water and walks away. And I was like, he totally no-sold that whole thing.
Nothing.
Nope, just nothing.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
When's
you.
the
August 22nd.
August 22nd. All right, so you got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
None. First
it's your first one.
Wow.
Oh, congratulations.
Here we
So
go.
it was
Wow.
It was a challenge getting there, but we.
Oh yeah,
we were close.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
We went through the IVF process,
Yeah.
which was hard and tough, but
jerked off into the.
that, for me it was difficult. It was a lot of that. But,
Yeah.
Kudos to your guy Will Compton though, because he did a Mother's
I listened to
Day.
it. Yeah.
Very good.
He did a good job.
His wife is very smart.
She's great.
But what they described is exactly what we went through. So
Yeah, it's not an easy process. That's for sure.
no, but we got lucky. So
Good. You know the boy or girl? You know.
now
yeah.
we're going to find out when it comes out.
Girl.
Think so?
Yeah.
That's what we're thinking. That's what we're thinking.
I'm saying girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that.
You're gonna be a girl.
Exciting.
Yeah, it could be a girl dad.
That's very exciting. Good. I'm happy for you guys.
I wanted to know the day we could find out if it was a boy or a girl, just for planning purposes. I give you credit for having the surprise. I did not want the surprise. I wanted to know months in advance.
Well, that's the one thing. Like, it is obviously easier knowing, but it's also not that big of a deal.
I had no desire to know. My wife's like, I just don't want a bunch of pink stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's not a bad.
Oh, it's a girl?
If it's a girl, if everybody knows it's a girl, then
Right.
all you're gonna get is pink stuff.
That's
So,
true. That is true.
You don't have to do the gender reveal thing, which is
not too
awful.
shit.
awful,
We didn't
awful.
even post on Facebook or anything.
No?
No.
It was the official announcement.
Yeah, to the world. Yeah.
Family nowhere.
There we go.
Breaking news.
I think most of the family.
Good.
I don't have much family left, but they should.
Well, your
know,
parents
so.
are gone, right?
Yeah, parents are dead. Yeah.
Of course, Mutt's parents will roll on.
Yeah.
They're still with us. Yep. Ellen and Dan.
just,
Yep. Still with us. Dan took a shot the other day, but on your show. But
He did? While he was driving? Is that family
no,
thing?
no.
What do you mean?
He
Took a shot by you for me?
Yeah, there's a shot at Dan Banansky.
By who?
It was noted, recorded, and sent to
What was said?
I forget what you used to, but a shot at Dan Banansky.
It was not a shot.
Yes, he did.
What was
but
said?
It was in passing. It was in passing.
I like your dad.
He took shrapnel from you for something.
I wonder if I saw your parents out with it. They must be like, they'd be like, he's an asshole?
No, I think my mom at one point was not a huge fan, but she's asked her, like, how's the show going? Are you still going to do the show? She's aware of it.
Yeah.
I don't think they know I play basketball with you. They're excited about that.
She's a very nice woman. Why don't they come to the game?
Because it's an hour and a half away.
Well, not that old. They can drive out there.
We're getting to that with my dad.
Really? Oh, he can't drive?
He doesn't want
Big driver.
He never wanted to drive. One of the reasons we never went to Boston
He
as a
came out
kid.
the other night. You mentioned. Oh, there was the direct. The
He hates driving in traffic. Even now,
I'm
like
with him. I'm with him. The older I get, I have no fucking.
Went to a
patience for it.
Celtics game for Carter's birthday a couple years ago, and I drove, and he was sitting in the front seat. I could see him grabbing the fucking seat, like he
why you just
hates
take the
traffic.
commuter
Hates,
rail
hates,
in
hates. Good. We should have done that.
Yeah, go to Bill Ricca and take it from there.
We
No?
used to do all the time when we go to Red Sox games. As a kid, we used to go and take the red line in.
My dad and I would take the Winchester one in all the time. I took notes at that point.
Did you?
Who never knows one day? Yes, it could come through one. Yeah, we actually used to park at where the 99s is now, where there was the shooting in Charlestown years ago. There was a shooting there. It used to be called the Front Page. I think I've said this maybe before here. We'd have dinner, my dad and I, before the games. It was great. Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, Celtics games for me growing up. All day at school. I'm going to see Larry Bird. I'm going to see Larry Bird tonight. We'd eat before. And they would have a little bus. They would bring you to the game. And then you get on the bus after the game. They bring you back there.
Like a hotel would do for like driving somewhere?
Yeah.
At a restaurant?
Yeah, Front Page. You do it. I think it was called Front Page. You do it, and then all these fucking people go back. My dad included go back and have like 2 beers. I'd have like an ice cream, like a sundae. And then you
probably loved every second
I love
of
it.
it.
My nachos and just and then you just go back. I think that's what it was called. And it was replaced by 99s in Charlestown, where there was a shooting. Let me look that up. Am I right about that? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. To who I don't know. 99. She is an attractive woman, the golfer.
Yeah, girl next door.
Sure. Yeah. Shooting. November 6, 1995, a shooting occurred. 4 deaths. Jesus.
Is it gang related, random, or is it?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It says mobster admits he killed everybody.
Oh, really?
Anthony Clemente showed no remorse as he described the November 6, 95 massacre at the 99.
Jesus.
The massacre at the 99.
Sounds like a book.
This is the case. I guess they probably know who
Front
did it.
Yeah, it's not much.
Case, yeah.
The Front Page. Then came the Front Page. Now the 99, it says here. There you go. Huh. Yeah, great place. There you go. Anyway, what else?
I think that's pretty much it.
What do you got, Gus?
I mean, when you were talking, when you were
What the hell are you
talking,
laughing at?
just my brain just
Slow
had a
down.
short
It's fine.
wire.
You're not going to get fired. Go ahead.
No, when Mutt was talking about and you asked how his parents feel about you, isn't Mutt's been in the situation where he has your back every single time, and I think every producer has your back in that situation because someone who doesn't listen to the show is like, oh, Kirk's an asshole, and yet no one at Barstool in the Invitational can be like, no, he's
First of all, Mutt's not always had my back, but that's different.
What?
No, always.
For example?
You took my job at EI.
I did. I walked in with a shotgun. I said, please put with Jerry Callahan to replace one of my better
Worked
friends.
out. I mean,
yeah, really did. Successful.
You said
One of your better friends?
One of my better friends, yeah.
Wow, you got demoted.
You're one of my better friends.
He's afraid to say he loves me.
No, I've said it many times. You don't say it back to me.
I said many times.
I text you every night. Love you.
I said I love the team.
I love the team too.
You're on the team.
Thank you.
I love you as much as I love Cliff,
I thought played pretty well.
who's fucking annoying. At one point during the game, Cliff's the one guy who I'm close to cutting. If you said to me I have to cut one person, I won't cut anybody. But during the game, I don't know if you were on the court or not. It was in the beginning of the
Probably
second
falling down
half.
if I was.
I didn't start the second half, so we were.
You had
there.
the guys that were on the bench start the second half. Yeah.
It was the right thing to do. Cliff said to Ron or to Matt, or they're like, hey, next whistle, go in for this guy. Cliff said that.
No.
Do you have Cliff's number?
He didn't say that.
He did. I said, Cliff, shut the fuck up.
At the risk of getting absolutely sent home for asking this question, can I ask one favor of the coach for Tuesday? Can we go over with the team before the game what zone defense is? I think some guys...
That's not important.
The word Cliff trigger your...
Yes. Yeah. And again, I'm not being negative.
See how he sells people out?
No, I'm not. In general, there were guys who didn't know... I don't think I'd played it before. And I think there were a couple of guys potentially.
Who else didn't know how to play zone defense?
I struggled in zone defense.
It's a
I know what it is.
2-3 zone defense.
Okay. Well, I think it'd be helpful. Like you play this position, you play that. When we're out there, if we do zone, this is your spot.
Was he just trying to play man-to-man at that point, Cliff?
I don't know what he was. At one point, again, we're all in this together. I'm a Cliff guy. At one point, his back was turned to the entire defense. It was like he was shadowing the guy. And
boxing one.
Yeah. And it was like, and then the four of us were in a zone. It was like a box. It wasn't a box of one, but the four of us weren't aware we were in a box of one. So I watched it. I just kind of was like, Cliff, what are you? I was like, Cliff, we're in the zone. He was like,
yeah, we're in the zone.
Yeah, but like I would say, Mick definitely knows. You guys, you got to play 2-3 zone.
Everyone from last year must, right?
Well, I think Justin learned.
Kevin and Steve.
But in the past, I'll just go to in the past playing for you. You want certain guys in certain roles in the zone. If you're out there, you're at the top. Ron and I are at the top of the zone. Right. You're on a wing, like just to clarify for everybody where they're going to be.
And it's tough. We have a lot of guys now, and like I'm not going to sit there during the game while I'm in there and like.
Oh, you were super positive. You were not.
But I'm also not going to say you go in for this guy. Yeah. You can't do that. Like I don't know. I mean, he won 2 championships doing it. Like I don't know how. I guess I can't call him. I don't know how Bill Russell won. Hello.
I might have him.
Hello.
Cliff.
Russell? Yes.
Yeah. Don't during the game, Cliff. Don't tell people to substitute in for other people.
I will never do that again.
I mean, that was stupid.
You told me once
that
to
was,
shut the fuck
that
up.
Was stupid.
I will never.
That was stupid, right?
Oh yeah, highly stupid.
Do you know how to play a zone defense? Mutt is saying you don't know how to play a zone defense.
I know how to play now because you told me. I'm in that back right corner. I stay there. I got that shot.
Sort of.
Nailed it.
You got it. Did you not play organized basketball before?
Never.
Oh, I thought you did.
He said he did.
Okay, that's on me. Okay, all right. So
I'm a street baller. You know.
Okay.
Street ball.
If you have any questions ever, I'm dead serious. You know me. I have no problem. That's the one thing I don't like is when we get on the court, and that's on me for not asking. But come up to me and be like, "Hey, coach," or something. You know, "Hey," don't call me.
No, for sure. I'll just be a coach. Am I in the right spot? Where do I need to be?
Perfect. Perfect.
You know.
Perfect.
And I will shut the fuck up.
And don't talk. And don't talk to the announcers during the games.
That's on them.
No. Cliff.
No.
Cliff,
Yeah, on me. I should have said no question.
Attaboy.
No question. I took one question.
There you go. Real Portuguese. All right, buddy. See ya. There you go.
And I will be there Tuesday, but probably be late or right on time.
It's 8:30 tip off.
We game at 6. Coaching a game at 6 in Chelmsford. So I'm going to leave.
6.
Takes usually about an hour and a half. It takes about 40 minutes. I'll be 8:15, 8:20. If I'm late, I will text Dave.
That's fine.
But I will make the game.
I'm giving you a weather search right now. You never know.
What's that? Oh, the weather's. I mean, the weather's
sunny
awful.
on Tuesday though. 74 and sunny.
This weekend will be brutal.
You have a million games or no?
We do. We have 9 games right now, and then if they win, they'll play more. So 9 minimum, 2 tournaments
for these kids.
In Lowell, both in Lowell. So at least they're close.
Yeah, Kate's graduation's at Songus.
It's a lot of state stuff there now. Like state championship games were held there for hockey or basketball.
Capacity there?
Let's say 4. I'm going to guess 4,000, but that'd be just a guess.
They have like 6 graduations every weekend right now.
Tons of parking around there. You'll be fine. It's easy.
It's one of the worst. Downtown Lowell's one of the worst places in America.
I enjoy downtown Lowell.
You hang out there a lot?
Go to UMass Lowell games occasionally. Watch the hoops team play.
What's a diner down there?
Oh, shit. I can't think of the name of it.
It's pretty good.
A couple nice dive bars there. Take cash only, but I've got like cheap, like $4 hamburgers and fries for the kids.
Yeah. I did the 5K with Rob when we ate at that diner years ago. I don't know.
Is that the one that ended? Well, the half marathon used to end or go through Lasher Park.
I ran the half marathon.
Jess ran in that half marathon.
Yeah, I did that one year as well.
And finished at Lasher. I have a cool picture of her.
It does, yeah, right. Yes, I did do that a million years ago.
She now just houses college baseball.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's a great park.
It really
it's a shame.
I know you mentioned the golf. I think you probably got all your golf stuff out of your system yesterday with Barstool. Any relationships fractured because of this? Like for good? Like you said, you hate Dave.
Yeah,
but you'll get over it.
Yeah.
But any long term, you think?
Yeah, I'm not going to be friends with like Riggs anymore, which is too bad. But
that's your host of a very popular golf gambling show, co-host.
Life goes on. Yeah, former. I mean, you're now with Freddie. You're my sidekicks on that show.
I had a lot of fun doing that show.
Yeah, and this kind of what I talked about earlier in the show is I have a history of burning friendships. But I'm just, and this is one of my weaknesses and one of my strengths, is that when somebody who I consider to be a very good friend is in a room and people are talking shit about me and they don't have my back, I won't be able to get over that. That one I'm not going to get over. And that's life. And people at the company for years have been like, Riggs about Riggs, Riggs about Riggs. I've said, no, he's not. And I've defended him. And if he's asked me to do stuff, I've done it. And now I know where I stand. We talked it last week. It was fine. But no, I'm not talking to that guy again.
Because are you okay with Frankie and Trent? Obviously.
Yeah, but I was never really friends with them. Yeah. Like, they're just...
That's why it's different, because you were friends with Riggs. You were closer with him than
very
Frankie.
Good, like, very good friends with Riggs. Yeah. So, it's what it is. Yeah. So, it's disappointing, but nothing new. But I chase, like, me, I like want to ruin friendships, as you know. And so this one is tough because I didn't, like, this is the way my brain works. Even Whitney right now, I'm a little torqued off at because of this, like, him playing it, which is not rational. It's rational within this show.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But as a human being, Ryan Whitney should not say to Dave Portnoy, I'm not playing the Internet Invitational because Kirk Minahan's not.
But
in my mind,
you would have done it. That's how you would have handled it.
Well, I would have made the whole show about that and hijacked it till Dave said Whitney's playing in it. But that's stupid. That's like not mature. I'm recognizing this is my weakness. But I'm just being honest. Like, I'm like kind of like, fuck him. But I love the guy, but I'm like annoyed. You texted me yesterday, like, you should play in the Ryder Cup. I'm like, I'm not playing in the fucking Ryder Cup. That is not happening.
You can't say what Dave said and suggest you to play in the Ryder Cup. That's how I'd feel if I were you.
No, I don't want.
You can't make a big deal about how
if I'm so dangerous,
you don't do golf content and you're dangerous.
Yeah,
I totally get where you're coming from.
If anybody else
I think you're doing the right thing.
If anybody else ran trivia, I wouldn't be playing in it.
And also,
you also love doing trivia.
Sure, I love doing the Ryder Cup stuff. I love doing the mini golf stuff. I'm not going to do it anymore.
You're so dangerous. They wanted you on the broadcast of it too. Like,
right.
That's what throws my mind.
That's a good point.
Great point, Gus. Would you have said things there about people?
And the point of me being on the broadcast, a great point, Gus, amazingly, is that Dave was like, oh, it'll be great because you'll talk shit to these people. Well, it's like, well, what's the fucking difference?
That's unbelievable, Gus.
Yeah. Look how happy Gus is. He made a good point.
Even a blind squirrel finds you not.
See, that's not a lot of orphans around that good idea. Yours, Gus. But yeah, no, he's right. And it's sort of that, And I bring up yesterday, but I will admit, like, that anti-Semitic thing pissed me off because I was
shocked you didn't go to it.
Yeah, because I'll bring it up again at some point because I don't think he was kidding about it. We fuck around with each other, that's fine. But it's like, well, I don't know. That'd be like me calling him a rapist because what people, and I don't think it's true. I don't think that's true. So, I wouldn't do it. I've defended him. So, I don't know. And he said he's had my back. There was a tweet the other day, like, whether it was immediately when the Cullen thing happened, the Cullen Curtatone thing, Dave was like, I don't think Kirk was working with the company at the time. There was a clip the other day about Diana Natale. I quote tweeted, and Dave was like, that's Kirk, not me. Like, he's but he pays me a great salary. So, and he's a good boss, but, it's what it is. It's what it is. I don't think I deserve to play these. That's not the point. But then they're like, there'd be this big star at the Ryder Cup. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't think
it's also presented very poorly to you. They have to realize that.
Well, I think
on
Dave,
the list,
if Dave could do it over, he definitely would have not done that video about this being a wacky tournament.
It's not going to be.
Which is okay.
That's gonna age poorly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If people go, the views will be great because it's new. There's gonna be all these people. That is never my argument. My argument is it's gonna stink.
It's a giant circle jerk, that community.
Yeah,
so
yeah. And watch a foreplay video. Foreplay and chicklets are playing. They're gonna suck each other's dicks at this thing the whole time. There's been years of like. To TC, my guys, Randy, Big Randy, I love him.
They go live from their golf house after every event.
Yep, not a big Van Valkenburg guy, but that's okay. We'll work through it. We'll walk. I'll go every tree of Augusta with him. We'll do a video together. I'm in greens.
Can I ask you one golf question?
Yes, go ahead.
Is Keegan going to put himself on the team?
He should.
I agree. I should have said it this way. Keegan Bradley should put himself on the team.
They're not.
He's playing tremendous golf.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, there's not 12 better Americans. But
could not agree more.
That's always been, it's weird. So in 97, Tom Kite was a captain. He had two wild card picks. He picked Lee Janzen. He picked Freddie. And anyone else was captain that year, Kite would have been picked. Kite finished second to Tiger in that Masters. He finished fourth, I think, at that Winged Foot PGA that Davis won that year. Like, he was playing really, and he has a great Ryder Cup record. And then the other one was Lehman's year. Lehman was like 12th or 13th. That was 06. He could have picked himself. I think these guys generally don't pick themselves, but that was the old 10 players 2 picks.
This is now the roster,
6 picks. Yeah. I mean, if Keegan, first of all, he shouldn't be captain. It's just so random that he's captain. Like this.
Well, they must. Is he behind the scenes? Must be some sort of fiery, leadery guy.
I guess, but yeah, I mean, he would be any other captain. He'd be almost a lock at this point. I think to be a playing captain.
Oh, I agree.
I also don't think it's that. So he plays twice. He plays once each day. He plays singles. He's not going to play 5 times. I don't think it's that much heavy lifting.
I agree. I just wonder if he's worried about the brush bat. I'm not sure he'd even keep off the team at this point because, like you said, if you look at any of the numbers or rankings, he should be on the team. So I hope he's not afraid of that. I hope he puts himself on the team.
I mean, if he wins
he's
again,
earned it.
He wins again before, he might just qualify. So
that's a good point.
You know, he might. He's playing well. So yeah, I'd like to see that. It'd be interesting to see. They're going to lose, but yeah, I think.
I mean, you've already predicted it, right?
Yeah, that's a lock. Oh, there it is on sale still. Yeah, so we get dozen. I think it's going to. I mean, I hope we're there. I hope we're there for the dozen Final Four. I think there'll be a lot of Minute fans there. I know we're talking to Cheeky Monkey again, but maybe doing something before.
Nice.
I want this title bad.
You feel good about your team right now?
I feel great. Yeah, I feel great about my team. Clemmer and Robbie and I. Yeah. I think everything will be sorted out. I think this weekend or next they announce the seating, so we're getting close. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I want to get to that Final Four in Boston. That'd be fun.
But you're saying if Jeff wasn't involved, you would not be. You're left.
It'd be a tough call. You
wouldn't bail on your teammates though.
No,
you wouldn't have done that.
I'd be fine bailing on Clemmer. I don't. When you're as dangerous as I am, it's like I don't want to put anybody. It's a public place. I don't know. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I like our chances. As good as anybody in the top 6 or 7, I think. Brandon's team's having a great year, so. But they'd be the favorites, but I'd put us up with anybody else. I think we'll be the 2 seed or the 3 seed probably. I don't think we play again. So there was some talk we're going to do the thing we did last year.
A warm-up match?
Yeah. Some talk.
If asked, I will definitely do that.
You're in for that.
Gus, you were part of that, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yes.
You and
Coleman.
That was fun.
That was fun. Led to us losing the playoffs, but
you're going to blame us for that?
No, but I'm saying it's a warm-up game. I don't know. Our warm-up games have not been, no matter what we do. It's the other night we lost by 60.
Get a better group of trivia guys.
Do we know we're playing Tuesday? Does anybody know?
No.
You must
just
know.
a random team.
We're playing in the same league?
How the hell do you know?
Who are we playing?
Gus, how the hell do you know? What are you answering?
Well, I'm saying this because
it's
this Tuesday, I'm saying.
Yeah, the group text. There's a group text.
For basketball?
Dave would know.
Justin reached out to the best.
You're on that text?
No, I'm not on it.
Justin,
you're on it?
I am, yeah.
Why am I not on it?
Because we didn't want everyone have your number.
I'm not.
Oh, look at this. All right, so 2 a.m.
Why would you be on it? 2 a.m.?
Team
on the basketball team?
Is the name.
2 a.m.?
I can't diagnose this. They sent me this at 2 a.m. this morning. Team Pissed asked for a legit game. It's gibberish. I don't know. But Team Pissed is your team.
Okay, so hold on. We can now look at the standings. If you want to do this, this league, unlike the Boston League,
that's for a legitimate game? Well, they're not going to get one. So.
Team Pissed asked for a legitimate game because honestly, they seem pretty much the perfect matchup. I watched many games. I don't know. I would 100% emoji. Honest, like 100% emoji. But this game would not.
Is this the same guy that said the other team doesn't play defense and just shoots up shots?
Right, yeah.
Good guy.
Nice guy.
I sent you the standings link, right? You can go tell what the standings are at least. Because we really see No Compressor was 2-2, but it scored 1 million points.
That team was 2-2.
They were 2-2. Now they're probably 4-2. So I don't know how they got an extra
win. How they
win
lose
there.
2 games?
They were averaging 85 points a game.
You win by double. Is that 2 wins in this league?
Team Pissed is 2-2. This might be old, but 2-2. At least up until this week, up until Tuesday.
And this guy's saying it's going to be competitive.
Yeah.
That's the guy who owns the place who watched us play that game. Okay.
No, doesn't own it, but runs the league.
Runs the league. He was standing there. He came in. Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully you're not led to slaughter.
I'm serious. I don't really care. I know the guys. It's not fun losing by.
It was demoralizing. I'll say it.
I walked away fine after the second half.
You have a better attitude about it than I do.
But we're never going to beat that team.
I understand, but
never. Why would you be? That game doesn't matter
because
what matters is us running up and me. I run all the time. My basketball legs were not there in the first half.
I need the speed of basketball.
That's it. That's why I want to play another game. Yep. I'd play another one after that if we can. Okay. You got to get as much right. I mean, you got to get.
Yes, they were just so good.
We're going to lose. You have to that game. We're going to lose. You have to Tuesday. We're going to lose. You have to put your mindset. Think about if we happen to win, fantastic. But it's about all cinema. June 9th, cinema. That's all that matters.
Okay. I
appreciate
that.
Some 24-year-old kid from Hingham. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
I'm glad you're able to compartmentalize.
All that matters is that game.
I have a tough time doing that. Well, you also played well. I played like shit.
I played well in the second half. I was not good in the first half.
Played fine. first half.
Great passes, man. It was a great pass.
Great pass to the backdoor to Matt.
That was a no-look pass.
That's a good highlight look.
But he was passing beautifully with the 86 Celtics those last 10 minutes. Got you off the floor. We're cooking.
Yep. I subbed myself up for John. You guys got good.
We were not cheering. We were sitting down pouting.
There was not a bigger cheerleader on the sideline than me.
Is that true?
You go back and watch
Were the rest of the guys cheering?
Someone was banging on the boards. That was me the entire
guys
time.
cheering? Or
yes, the entire time.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
Assistant captain reached out, said it was not him. One of your assistant captains reached out. Was not him who leaked to
Which
Mikey
one?
grab bags. The one who climbs trees and cuts trees down. The other one, Mick's not a fan of mine, so I'm not sure he wouldn't reach out.
Oh.
Neither of those guys was that quote.
I wouldn't look at them.
Ron said it wasn't him.
I wouldn't look at them. I would not look at them as candidates.
Okay.
But then who would it be?
Could it be someone in Florida? Just
No. This season, he wouldn't do that. To get in condition?
I'm just saying, like, he's been taking some shrapnel down there. He's kind of been in a little bit of a mood. I'm not saying he did it.
Better not be Coleman. Coleman's not didn't even play.
No, I don't think it's Coleman.
It better not be Matt for Promise. I know he play well, but he's played one game. Like I don't want that. That's not good if you're doing that.
I guess it's John. I guess it's John. Just because.
Why the fuck would he do that?
My only thought is Mutt and John and Pat historically
they're
close.
Yeah, the trio.
So maybe
I have an honorary drip.
Maybe John is getting the back of Mutt there.
Is your group chat still going with them?
Well, not. We message about our lawns, our respective lawns. How our lawns are going. That's what we do.
I mean, John played pretty well, I thought.
I don't think John did it because I think that was the best game I've seen John play in the year plus playing with him.
He played fine.
But if you play well, doesn't that mean that text makes more sense?
I don't think John's
more
like
sense.
That.
The text makes no sense at all. Like, there's no, nobody should be putting that up. Win or lose, like that doesn't. We're trying.
Could it be Cliff?
I mean, he'd be gone if he did.
This is also
that is again. We're not trying to figure it out, but it's probably him.
Who?
I could see Cliff saying that now that we've gone through all the names.
Really?
I think it's got to be an
Talk
OG
to
guy.
talk to the broadcaster in the game. Got a little.
got a
little ahead
he's
of
talked to the
himself.
media before, exactly. And when he was in here before, he said he was very prominent about making the team. Shot around in his jeans, beat up on those poor kids.
Is he from Gloucester?
No way. Team guy, 100% team guy.
But I think that message is a team. It was not articulated properly, but it is a team first message. Like it's not these guys. It's we cinema. I get that, but it's more. I don't know. Mikey Grabbags is not going to give it up though.
My two thoughts
Go
are
to jail before that. He's like the Balco guys.
It was obviously a copy and paste that message, right? So you got a DM, copy and pasted it.
Yes.
Now
this was not asking someone for a comment.
Right.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
Was this person on the record when they sent?
That's
the
what I'm saying.
message? Like,
My guess is no.
If you
And
type
guys,
it,
look, guys blow off steam. This is the real world. The guys blow off steam, Gus. This is the real world. I understand that, but you gotta. If you're talking to Mikey Grabbag, it's on the record. It's like Matt talking to me the other night. That's on the record.
That's on me. That's on me.
That's on the record. I'll leave out the other stuff he said about the team.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
I mean, I won't play again if he's there.
I won't play. I want to quit basketball.
Imagine having to talk to Kim Bristol on the phone about this. Do you feel like an asshole?
How long did we talk? Let's see.
What did you talk about?
I just me apologized, but them apologizing back, and
Was he at the store?
He was at Just Ducky. Yes.
You called Just Ducky, or
we had a 6-minute conversation yesterday.
Maybe let's talk about something else. 6 minutes is a long time.
I think at the end I did the how's the store today. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you need me to come by? And
Why would you call him like that? What are you doing?
because I owed him an apology. He's a teammate. I was an asshole.
Done here. No. I guess I don't know.
I'm sorry. I should have waited.
You're
Coach.
a weird guy.
I know. I'm sorry, Coach. Should have waited. That's my fault. I
You're a
care
team
about
guy.
what he thinks.
You're a
So
team guy. You do care
know
what
me.
people think.
I overanalyze these things. I felt very badly.
As long as I've known you care about what people think.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, no, you're a nice person.
No, it's a crutch. It's a crutch. I care too much.
What's it from?
Probably something with my mom, I'm guessing, with Ellen.
What do you mean? Was she just
She
overbearing?
cared a lot. At home, she would talk about what other people thought about our family. So I think because of that, I've cared about what people think about
What people think about your family? Nice family.
Just growing up, like stuff. Conversation about the neighborhood and what people thought about this and that. Like what
was the house big enough?
Yeah, some of those things, like how we were acting in and around the house, family, neighborhood. I think that's part of it.
I'm in a neighborhood. It's just another house. It's not like,
I know. It's again, it's all about me. It's about me. It wasn't about Kevin, about me and my lack of self-confidence.
There are holes in the roof. They can't be, What?
The roof,
Uh-huh.
my dad would call it, was fine.
He do it himself?
He did help build that house with Louis Lund, yes.
With who?
Louis Lund, the builder.
Louis Lund.
Louis Lund, yes.
Wow, the
amazing.
Central Mass builder?
I assume it was Central Mass, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And now your dad's just puttering. He can't even get in the car. He's just puttering around. Elderly.
Goes to the kids' games and goes home.
But he can go there.
He sat in the rain last night.
That's a great
freezing cold Scully Field.
That's important, though.
He left early.
Oh, come on. Come on. He went.
I'm busting his ball.
That's very. Your mom didn't go.
Mom got sick. She's not saying the C word, but I suspect she had the C word.
What?
I'm sorry, COVID.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God, I think that's a different word.
Terrible cough, in bed for a day or two. Yeah, I suspect she
okay now?
She stayed away. She said she's feeling better.
How old is she?
76.
Oh.
How old your dad?
77. He'll be 78 this September.
They should.
September 22nd.
You should. They don't listen, right?
No, I don't know. They even see clips unless they're on Facebook. Okay. My mom's on Facebook. Okay.
No, don't look.
I don't care. They don't care.
Ellen, don't look. I should fucking put the Z down. We should do for them. When's your anniversary?
September
50th?
No, it's coming up though.
When's that?
3 or 4 years.
Oh, that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because me and Danny Bill Ricca's parents had the same.
Okay, I don't care. What?
That was that phone call last
night.
Night.
Why don't we? I can make this happen for you if you want. Rent out a movie theater and let the two of them watch The Godfather together. I'm serious.
I did confirm. It was the one in Leominster.
Oh, okay.
Not the one you're thinking of. Do you remember before? So they had the one on the main road, but the Searstown Mall had a big theater, but then to the side had a little separate one that showed one or two.
Yeah.
But she said she fell asleep on that one first date. And for Searstown Mall,
how about
fell
that?
asleep there.
How about that for an anniversary gift?
I think she'd fall asleep again.
That's kind of nice, though.
She'd fall asleep again.
I don't wake up at her age, but still. How long would your dad last for your mom croaked? Like 2 days? It would be tougher for you.
It'd be much tougher if my mom goes first.
Because then you got to deal with your dad.
He's
moving in.
He's aging differently.
He's moving in.
What's that?
He's moving in with you then.
He would fight it, but we would do it. We would do it. Yes.
Yeah, I always think about that. Like my dad, I don't even know what my dad would do.
He would.
I think my dad would get remarried just to have somebody like
support,
like write his bill, like literally.
Really?
Yeah, yes, and like go to the grocery store and just make the bed and shit, do the laundry. I think my mom wouldn't, but yeah, I think
he would just turn to all his yard. He want to keep the house, but it would be tough. It would be tough.
Oh, he'd want to keep it.
He loves the yard work still. He loves the golf. Like
we get a little townhouse and
he'd find his stuff. But I don't think he would. We'd have to convince him to sell the house and move to something.
What does he do all day? It's the same as you, but like, what does he do?
He will go. So what he will do is he plays golf 2 or 3 times a week. He'll play 9 holes.
Where's he play?
With his buddy Neil. He'll play at Overlook and he'll play at
New Hampshire.
Overlook and Hollis, which is right down the road.
What am I thinking of in New Hampshire?
He likes playing Amherst, a big Amherst Country Club guy. He liked
in
Green
New
Meadow,
Hampshire,
but they told
New Hampshire. That's a long drive, isn't it?
No, it's. For him, it's just as far as Townsend.
And Amherst one's on that road by like the library.
101A. No, way down the highway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's a nice little course, though.
But you can, from Pepperell, you don't have to, you
just
the back roads all the way from there.
That's a nice drive.
So he'll play 2 or 3 times a week.
He plays with
Neil. Plays with Neil and his other buddy.
Neil's off the registry.
I don't know what that means.
Sex offender. No. That was uncomfortable for you guys.
You never get off that, right?
What about Uncle Joe?
Uncle Joe runs a 5K once a year, but he doesn't play golf.
Is he out of the flooding?
Yeah, flooding's okay. 11th Street.
Good.
He's okay. So he plays golf, but
he's like him and has a big golf with that ponytail.
He will. He would be. My dad will just go to Overlook and putt for like an hour. He'll just go over there.
Does he belong or no?
No, but there's no. He can go and putt for free.
To be go to that putting green. No one's going to tell him not to do anything.
Yeah, he's like a regular there. They know him.
Is he good?
He will shoot regularly in the like right around 39, 40, 41.
Really?
Consistently. Yeah, he's a machine. He right down the middle. Right down the middle every time. His short game is immaculate.
From like the whites, or is he in the senior? Or?
We don't play the far. We play either whites or mostly the whites. Because Carter can play from some.
Oh yeah.
From there too.
How's he playing now?
He's played a couple times this year. We did Top Golf, and Dave was right. You can bring your own clubs. It was very nice.
Well, how was that?
Mm-hmm. It was fun. Much more fun than I thought.
Yeah.
Because you can have, my mom can play. It's very much more social than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And you can bring your own clubs.
I'm retired from golf.
I don't believe that.
Retired?
I don't believe that.
What's the point? It's
I believe
anyway.
Well, I think you'll probably have some golf content. Not you're a golf content guy, but I could see you doing some golf content.
I think you think I'm playing in the Ryder Cup.
I'm not. I think 50 better than 50-50. You play in the Ryder Cup.
No way.
I don't think so. I don't think I can now.
Why?
Just even saving face perspective. I can't do it.
Something can happen that you could.
It has to be huge. Yeah.
The prize could be elevated. They could put. There'd be some carrot to dangle. Like,
because Dave's as stubborn as I am, so I just don't think it's going to happen.
He was asking you to play yesterday again.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm not going to beg. I'm good. And I'm like, all right, great. Because he's also right. Like, it doesn't affect the views. So it doesn't really.
But it affects the level of.
I agree. Oh, I agree with that.
How good it is.
I agree with it. But they watch this content at this company. They don't care. But they care about views. Like, something's a huge views that stink. So, like, that's the way it is. That's okay.
What if Dave offers you to bring it? Like, you can, they'll be like the two teams like there were last year, and then you have your own, like Kirk's own team.
No. Why? For what?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Okay.
What kind of suggestions?
Spitballing back
there. What are you talking about? Yeah, one good idea. That was a good thought today with the announcing thing. That was good.
That stands to that thing. Leave on a high note. Just don't. Yeah.
That was a win for sure. Where do you put Norm Peterson in your sitcom characters? I know you take this very seriously.
He's top 50.
You ever watched Cheers or no?
Top 50. Yeah, I was a Cheers guy. I was late in the Cheers game.
Yeah.
So I watched it on reruns afterwards.
What's your favorite sitcom other than Young Sheldon?
Seinfeld.
By far. I saw, I can't remember my Facebook feed somehow. I love that movie theater. My little movie theater is that Littleton one. The O'Neills.
Not the current one.
We're O'Neills because
a huge one?
Well, I'm saying it's a great place to go. It's a good theater. You been there?
Yeah, multiple times.
And like, if Mission Impossible, you want to go see it tomorrow, you just go see it.
Yeah, and it's also a bunch of food options there, right around that area. Yeah.
But like
the highway.
But like, it's never sold. Like, Kate and I saw the Star Wars things there when they came out. Harry and I saw Spider-Man there. I kept my feed because I buy tickets for it. The actor who plays Kenny Banya is doing a comedy show at that movie theater.
That's he's coming up to New Hampshire as well.
Is he?
Yes.
Yes.
I might go see that.
And he's
I'll go with you. You want to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's advertised as the Ovaltine guy from Seinfeld.
Yeah, it says Kenny Banya presents a night of comedy.
Yes. Wasn't he doing something with
Steve
Putty?
Heiner, I think his name is.
Who was the guy doing something with Putty?
It might have been him.
And you guys talk about the show?
No, that was Peterman.
It was.
The Peterman tour. Yeah.
How many episodes? I feel like Jeff D. Lowe. Amount of episodes Kenny Banya appeared in Seinfeld. I looked this up on Wikipedia last night. Were you a Seinfeld fan, Gus, or no?
A little bit. Like, it was one of those on TBS that was always on that you could watch.
Are you a real Seinfeld fan?
Yeah.
All right. Mutzer claims that you're a real Seinfeld fan.
It's
diehard
Seinfeld. Right. Number of episodes he appeared in on Seinfeld per Wikipedia.
I would say 5.
Has to be more than 5. 22.
The correct answer? 7.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, not a lot.
Good guess. Yeah, I was stunned. I would have said like 20. You remember them. That's the thing.
Yeah, memorable.
I killed out there, Jerry.
You've probably seen each one
the
50
soup
times.
The soup.
Right. Yes.
Now, when Jerry goes on before him and he's great, and then Kenny gets all the other, whatever it is, the extra laughs.
So a night of comedy. There are tickets available. I will say. He's just playing in like a theater. He's like a whatever the seat, 100-seat theater at Littleton, which is a great theater.
He's playing in a barn in Wolfboro.
Really?
Like a little, it's a little wedding venue, but.
I mean, you get 100 people, 150 people. You do it for $30 a pop.
What's he charging?
I don't know. I mean, $30 maybe. I don't know. $40. Oh, I guess I'm ripping them off. But like, you just do it.
Did you get paid yet from Laconia? I know I've asked that multiple times.
Tooth pull.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, there's financials. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Do we have a Sacco update? I mean, you've kind of teased it.
No, we'll do it. We're going to do it. I don't know when. We'll do it in the fall. It's just tough in the summer, I think. First of all, the prices are crazy. I feel bad for people who travel because the hotels are nuts that time of year. Once Labor Day is over, it just opens up. So I feel like it's easier for the listeners. We will be back in Laconia next year.
Yeah. It was a buzz. People were buzzing about that show.
Yeah. I love that store next to the place. I love that place.
Fired up about that place.
Love it. I was sporting news there, yeah.
Didn't you promise Rhode Island a show this year?
I did, Mud. I got a lot to do. I got a lot going on.
I'm just reminding you.
Just trying to survive. But yeah, I love Laconia though. That was a good spot.
That was awesome.
Same timing.
Quick drive for me. Yeah, it's easy.
Yes, it is the same. Cool. It's in March. And maybe a week later, maybe, I think.
Which is kind of perfect for, like,
totally
there's
agree.
nothing else going on.
Totally dead, but like it's not 4 degrees. It might be. Yeah. But, it was, I was surprised. Where do you live?
I live in Tuftonboro, so I live on the other side of the lake.
I was surprised because we went there in the summer to look at the place. I thought the downtown would have like 3 restaurants or 4. They don't really have much at all.
Laconia is actually kind of spread out.
It is really spread out.
Yeah.
Like by where we stayed at the hotel, there were some things. Then if you drive to where we were Friday night, there's like Clemmer and I ate at the Mexican place.
Yeah, I think that's over by Weir's, right?
Yeah, I ate at a diner.
Yeah.
You
ate at Union Diner, which is the one diner. So.
It was good though.
Yeah.
I ate there the morning of the show. But it was I love that area. They seemed to be happy with us.
Well, it was cool because I think you guys said it. You took over the town that night. Like everyone downtown was there for that show. It was so quiet except for that show.
Yeah, it's a nice venue too.
Yeah,
I thought it was
very nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to being back. So.
I liked it more than the Wilbur.
Like
from a viewer's perspective.
Yeah, I think so. I do. I mean, I really like the way the State Theater looked.
And we will not run out of beer next year. Did
you run out of beer?
Ran out of beer before you took the stage.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. We should just co-op. We should just take that ourselves.
I got connections.
How'd they do that? How'd they run out of beer?
They were not prepared for it. So we sell our beer there.
Oh, you do?
I literally walked up. I saw my beer, and they're like, "Yeah, we have like one beer left, like one style."
People want to drink the heavy stuff there. I like it.
Yeah.
You were drinking.
I was not.
You stayed there that night or no?
No, drove home. Was it around a holiday or something? No.
No, it was.
It's something the next morning. I don't know.
You always get something. Yeah. Anything else from you, Gus?
No, just I'm happy to be back.
It's always good to see you.
I love you guys. I love my team.
Shut up, Mike. Yeah,
I love my teammates. We're ready to fight.
You're not going. You're not talking to Mikey Grabback.
Hell no. I was someone DM'd me asking if there's any leaks or anything I wanted to leak.
Who was
out.
that?
Boner Salad tried to get some.
But
my response
always goes back to the boner.
But my response was simple. I love my teammates, and I left it at that. That's all it is.
Look, you want a comment from me? I'll give it to you on the record. You know, I took the tough questions from Ted Sellers after the game the other night. Like, you know, people want to ask questions, I'll answer them.
I moped off. I missed your interview.
Oh, you were you get so mopey.
I was very upset.
You've always been mopey.
No, I have not always.
You get mopey, though. You do get mopey.
When I struggle in things, I get mopey.
Well, that's what I mean, all the time. You get mopey.
That's not all the time.
Always struggling.
I don't struggle all
Your
the time.
life is a struggle. My struggle.
My life's not a struggle.
My comp. My struggle.
Very
Like the Nansky story. I don't. Send it to Portnoy. He'll love it.
I'm sure he will.
Not a bad book. Yeah, you got to, again, if we lose by 30, I don't want you pouting next Tuesday.
I will try not. If I play like that again, it's going to be very, very tough. I hope to play better. And I'm doing things to be ready for June 9th that I was not.
Steroids?
No, but there's some, I changed my workouts to do more.
See, I'm worried about
more basketball workouts.
Yeah, that's the thing. I run every day, but like right now, my legs still feel kind of
I'll give you
lousy.
one. Like going side to side, like I felt my legs get jelly after 2 or 3 defensive possessions. So I started working in some sliding every morning to get better shape because we can defend the New York team better because they don't shoot as well as this D3 team that Dave had us fighting.
Yeah, well, I've done a few more even yesterday. Did a couple of suicides just to get the wind going.
Sprints too, so you can build that lug.
Because 2 or 3 minutes into the game, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I
got found it in the second half.
Oh, I got my wind at the end of the first half. Something happened. I was like, "Oh, I felt fine." Just randomly, I got it. Like so, it was. But yeah, like the first 10, 12, I had nothing. I was like, "Oh shit!"
It's a cold gym too. That was nice.
Yeah, Tuesday night's supposed to be like 70, but it should be fine. It's a nice gym.
It's like it was like a hockey rink, right? They should put a basketball.
It's
floor
dark,
down
which
on.
I like though.
Yeah,
like it's a good
shooting was fine. That rim you missed those 2 free throws on is kind of shitty.
Yeah, they weren't bad shots. Are Josh and James going to be available Tuesday or no?
Yeah,
they're calling the game.
Yep.
Oh wow, now it feels like a game. Nothing against Ted, but
I thought Ted did.
Ted did a great job. If Ted wants to participate,
very
maybe
fun.
sideline reporter or something, would love to have him there.
They should build a handicap ramp to get Ted up to the broadcast.
They should legally build a handicap ramp. I think, you know?
Ted on the sideline in the wheelchair would be.
That's what I mean. Go to Ted Sellers on the, Then he's like, I forget who brought him there. He was with somebody. I forget who it was.
I'll shout out Robbie V. There were a bunch of fans there. Robbie V. Kane was there.
Kane was there.
Got a hug from Robbie V. He's huge.
Hug
He's a
Robbie
fucking
V?
monster.
Hugging these people. You hug Gus. You hug Robbie V.
Yes. Well, hug her.
I don't think we've ever hugged.
We've hugged many times.
Many times?
Yes.
I'm not counting wakes.
But if I take wakes, I had wakes in on stage at live shows as part
Those
of
don't
it.
count.
Oh, then we haven't hugged at all.
I don't think we've ever hugged.
That's a fair point.
You tried to hug me that night at that fucking Marconi party, but that's a different thing. You told me how much you love me. Drunk.
Those were old days. A long time ago.
Nobody took ourselves more seriously when they won a stupid random award.
They still do it, I'm sure.
Are you going to Dale's Hall of Fame thing?
I'm going to let Justin go and report live on that. I don't want to.
I'd like to go to that.
It's a Justin thing.
I don't get the feeling I was invited, so.
Maybe you will. Maybe Dale Bill +1.
What's up in Muttstack this week?
You said yesterday, can't confirm, the Belichick book report tomorrow. I've gone through the Belichick book. last couple days. There will be some I guess some criticism yet last week in the comments.
Yeah.
That I'm doing too much Belichick Jordan, but there will be more. There's too much this week. We got media and betting notes and whatever I'd say come up with the next 48 hours, 24 hours.
Okay. All right. Well, give me a little media nugget. No, nothing.
There's an underdog story brewing. I have to get on that.
You're working on that right now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that.
Okay. What did
EI stuff is very, very, very quiet. My gut tells me they're going to make changes in the afternoon, but I cannot get anyone to confirm that on the record.
What did you think of the CBS broadcast this weekend?
I thought it was pretty good.
Fine. Not a lot of commercials, which I liked.
I thought they recognized that they had something and they'd sort of get out of the way towards the end, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought they did.
They did miss fine. Again. They're going to keep doing this, but they miss so many shots of guys in contention. CBS needs to know we're betting on Davis Riley. We're betting on JT Poston.
I don't think they need to be thinking of you betting on Davis Riley.
I don't need the crowd reaction shots and the replays 3 or 4 times of a guy who's leading going to win the tournament when there are other guys who are going to finish tied for second.
There's always that guy.
Pay us out.
Remember at the Masters, they barely showed Reed and he finished third. Like there's this
Oberg got flushed out.
Yeah, like there's weird. There are guys who contend you don't see. I get you're going to see Scotty. I get you're going to see Rahm. I'm fine with that. They're huge stars. But there are, and they don't show like a lot of like approaches. All I see is putts. Like I'd like to see the drive.
Did you thought you liked Rahm on 17? What he did?
You go for flag there. You have to make a birdie. He's done. He was
top 5 in a major is pretty good for him on live because that's
like to come back.
Yeah. He has 2 majors. He finishes 4th versus 8th. John Rahm.
I'm more conservative. I would have just played that thing out. He went for it.
He's trying to win the PGA.
He wasn't going to win at that point.
He was. What the fuck are you talking about?
A nice chance to finish. He could have.
Who cares?
Better go home.
Second overall to Scheffler.
This is worse than the Kevin. What are you nuts?
Finishing second in a major is pretty good for him. Who's been criticized for his lack of competition. He could have done something because his reputation.
Lack of competition.
Yes, that's been the biggest knock on Rahm is that he's gone to live and not won there.
I know.
If it really finished in the top.
So if he flares a 4-iron out, makes par,
and finishes second overall to Scotty,
he doubled 18 though.
But then that's also potentially it doesn't go.
Pulled his drive.
Doesn't go that way.
Well, why? He pulled his drive. He just pulled his drive. 18's a brutal driving hole. So you want to make what are you, Don Johnson and Tin Cup? Like what are you talking about? He's trying to win. He's trying to win the career Grand Slam. Like
that's competitiveness right there. Trying to win.
What are you nuts, John?
I think could have done some.
Do you agree with that?
Could help live a little bit there.
I would
you don't have to be help the top
live
guy
and second in a major.
Would have been big. A live guy finished second in a major.
Brooks Koepka won a major.
Koepka won it. Yep.
Bryson won a major.
Brooks will probably be second choice in the U.S. Open, right?
Brooks
Scotty?
Koepka?
No, I'm sorry, Bryson.
Yeah,
Bryson.
Yes. Yeah, Bryson is going to be third. Rory will still be second from the Gamblers. I would not.
I guess there's such a name. Yeah, he won the Masters.
Yeah. What's the other thing about Chasing Greens? So again, the newly formed Chasing Greens. You guys want to criticize? I told you during the Scotty was going to win. I could have picked Scotty to win.
We all said we're not going to give you a.
I saw Megan making sandwiches. Tweet out something yesterday. She had 3 picks. They were all minus picks. Like that's a Mutt thing. I'm not picking minus.
Wasn't a Mutt thing.
That's a Clemmer thing. Like that's like a great minus 140. Congratulations.
Yeah, I got Mama K tweeting me saying her picks won and mine didn't.
Yeah, who'd she pick? Scotty Scheffler.
Congrats, Mama K. Terrific.
Yeah. Worry about your fucking no shit.
That made me mad.
What's that?
Don't put your pick. You're red boarding after the fact. Show me who you like before the tournament, and then brag about winning. Don't say afterwards because we had.
It's a cunt. Just say it. Just say it. I'm not saying it. Just say it. We're all thinking it. Jesus Christ. I don't like Kevin from Bristol's like that though. He's like, I would have got that question right, than trivia guy, which I hate. Like, go in the arena. The
man in the arena.
Yeah, easy to say until
You try playing a D3 team. See how you feel out there. 45 fucking
years old. We played.
Old.
I mean.
Yeah, 4 or 5 guys. They call
even at one point, I tried to get chippy with a guy, and he was like, either like, I love you or something.
He's like, no, sir.
Fuck. Well, you said it right from the beginning. You said, take it easy on us, kind of like a joke. And then at one point, it was the second half, you're like, we made a little bit of run early. Like, right back in it. Or you said something to their bench, and you made them all laugh.
So got them right where we want them.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I mean, they were nice guys.
It's 25-2.
It's also for these guys, it's like a waste of their Friday night. Just like playing these old. I mean, we're old.
Well, they wouldn't have got at least they got a run in. I'll say that. They wouldn't have played.
That's the other thing. I'm old. You're old.
I'm old.
You're old.
And I was never good. You were.
I understand.
You were good. I was never good.
No. I was not Jerry West. So you got me. You got you, old. Kevin from Bristol, old. Cliff is old.
How old is Cliff? You think?
Oh, he's got me in his 40s.
His 40s. Steve.
Cinema's brother is old. Steve is old. Like we're old.
Yes.
Mick's younger. Okay. Ron's younger. John and Pat are not.
Gus is younger.
Gus didn't play the other night.
Gus Bus.
Pat Ford, I don't care how old he is. He's gross. He makes me physically ill. And I say this as I love him as my teammate, but I'm just saying.
He was good.
Yeah. He was gassed, though.
I think that maybe late at night.
I told him no spaces, but
wow. Believe that
after the game, but I'm not going to give up my source. Messaged me and said that he was on spaces after that game at 3 a.m.
Good.
That's not good.
Won't
Who
give
was
up
the source? You hint?
You won't sneak it out of me. Won't do it. But he said to me, 3 a.m. he was on spaces. Would not surprise me.
Which means that guy was also.
Yeah, well, maybe he's a lunatic. He's not gonna deny that. Yeah, I'm trying to grease my way into the Fawns League. So I can say to Dave, look at this. I did this, Dave.
Oh, can I defend Bio Dude?
I hope Bio Dude puts a fucking puts one in his head. You know, put 34. Is it 34 caliber or no?
I don't know. No.
35?
Whatever. I don't know. I'm not a gun guy. But, no, I don't mean. He's a nice guy. Of course I'm kidding.
He is, sweet guy.
But he's become a show. I'm telling you, I know this better than anybody. The evolution of these show haters, it just happens. And all of a sudden, the guy the Merchant's Mouse guy, he hates the show. Like, they just wind up hating the show. I don't really know why. I made a mistake the other day. Oh, my God. Again, tying into stuff the other day, I went to the Reddit page, which I never do. Holy fuck.
That's cesspool.
There's some guy on there. All he ever says is that I've been arrested for domestic assault. I'm like, what? Like, that's news to me. Yeah. I'm like, that's news to me. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Holy shit.
With the arrest on there.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, the arrest club.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you might want it. Also, I don't think you would win that fight, so. But I was like, what? People are just like looking at him like, are you out of your mind? Jesus Christ. It's kind of funny in this fucked up way. I'm sure the guy's a lunatic, but oh my God, stay away from Reddit. Holy shit. Cesspool
It
city.
shows up in search functions when you're trying to fix stuff at home. Like
is that right?
Reddit stuff pop. Like
YouTube?
You're trying to do how much does. I need a fence post. I'm working on getting fence posts fixed in our yard.
So it's useful for that.
It's useful for that, but the show, I'd like.
Oh, I was in there for 30. I was like, I'm never going here again. These people are like, oh, he's an ass. His parents are ass. Kirk's parents are, oh my God. Yeah, Kirk, domestic assault. He's like, they keep these records hidden. I'm like, they do. They must. I haven't seen them. Jesus.
I saw that thread, and the problem with Reddit is if you don't like something, you downvote it, and then it gets hidden.
Yeah.
But natural instinct is to click that and read it.
Right.
So you always see all these things that get downvoted because you're like, oh, it got downvoted 20 times. What does it say? And it's something like silly like that. So that's where Reddit's like kind of funny like that. But
it's like, what did you pay for this? And all these people tell like, what does this cost? What do they charge you there? That's what I've seen it for.
Yeah. Problem that is now this guy thinks he's won some war. You now take victory laps. But it's like, well, come on in here. But we know that'll never happen because whoever this guy is a pussy. Probably he's actually done that. I hope his dad did it to his mom.
I thought you were going to apologize for being so mean to Fax on the phone. I thought that was your apology.
Oh, yes, brutal. So I think about him a lot. So Gus, what's the rest of your day look like?
Going home.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, beautiful day. Gonna go home, hang out with the dogs, go see a movie tonight.
What are you seeing?
Lilo and Stitch.
With who?
My wife.
You're going to see that. Reviews are bad.
I don't.
Oh, really?
You don't care.
I mean, it's her favorite. What's one of her favorite Disney?
I missed it. So
I missed it too.
Yeah. It's going to be huge.
It's supposed to be, and we went tonight because there's not that many people going tonight, so it's like not gonna be crowded with kids or anything. It would be nice. 6 o'clock. Simple, easy.
6 o'clock. Okay. All right. It's live action.
Live action.
What do you think of that when they make these live action?
It's
very hit or miss, right?
Yeah. I mean, Lion King was fine.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting it just to be fine. Get some
Snow
popcorn.
White was not good though, right?
No, I didn't watch Snow White.
Yeah, nor did I. Huh. So you can see Mission Impossible this weekend?
No, definitely not.
No, kids don't want to see that. They don't care.
No, I would love to go see it, but there's
whatever.
There's no time in the
at some
schedule.
point.
I will.
It's gonna rain all weekend.
That's a movie I'll see in the theater. No, it's not enough to cancel these games.
Oh,
not for
really?
Tournament games. No, this is the worst day, and then the rest of it's just like
I might do a shoot around outdoors Sunday. Harry said he'd do it with me, so maybe I'll pick a place where some of the guys want to go outdoors. Maybe if the weather's okay, we'll see.
Sunday looks okay. Sunday afternoon.
It's a holiday weekend, so I don't want anybody to So Memorial Day weekend is we honor or we what is it? What the hell's the point of this one?
Remember.
Okay, remember.
Which one's when we honor?
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, we honor Veterans Memorial Day.
Labor Day is what?
Some union thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Arbor Day is for trees.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't think we get that day off.
Labor Day is for people who worked, and Juneteenth is for people who didn't work. I always get confused. Is that right, Gus, or no?
Yeah, of course.
All right, I was trying to get that.
I don't think that's...
No? That's, of course, a joke.
I don't think so.
Yeah, some of these schools, like end on June 20th and they have Juneteenth off.
I'll tell you one school that definitely does that.
Is that what it is?
Drake at Middle School, whatever it's called. Inglesby Elementary.
Really?
Their last day of school is a half day, the 20th or 21st. And they're taking the 19th off and then going back for, I think, a half a day on the 20th.
No one's sending their kids that day then, right?
Well, teachers still have to be there.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. The teachers don't.
Well, kids also like last day of school. Like, remember, last day was a big deal.
That's a big Harry
I used to
thing,
say, like, you wouldn't, I guess now you can DM or call or text or whatever, but there were some kids that really you might not see the entire summer. They didn't play sports with you. You didn't see them the entire summer. So that was kind of a big deal.
There was nothing more exciting than like 8th or 9th grade, whole summer off, and a couple of the girls like blossomed over the summer.
Yes.
You're like, holy
For me, it was
shit.
7th, 8th grade. That was
Look
the
at
big
Catherine
one.
Doherty. Oh my God. My Moofy Maloofy. Where'd you go? Did you go to a factory? You know, I'm in the middle of puberty, like braces and zits and curly hair.
And they do have girlfriends now, and this is
the Manaskis do?
No. Like his friend was with a girl for like 3 months. It was a big deal. They broke up. Now wants to hang with the boys again. Now it's like he's thrilled. No, they're glad to have him
They're
back.
back in?
They're glad to have him back. Yeah.
You went hoes before bros?
They'll change.
Who's this?
When do you? I was trying to explain to we were having that conversation because he's friends with his buddies. Yes, so his buddy's ex-girlfriend.
It's Carter and the girls. He's in 6th grade, right? Because Harry's in 7th.
I told you, he's putting my cologne on. My Aqua di Gio. So it's like, I don't know. We haven't talked about girls.
Aqua di Gio.
But I was explaining to him on the car at home from baseball that you never ever date your buddy's ex-girlfriend. And I was on the tip of my tongue was bros before hoes, but I can't say that. He's 12 years old.
Bros before free throws.
So I was like friends before females. That's how I G-rated it.
Yes. That's fair. Yeah.
Friends before females.
Pals before gals.
And he said
pals before gals.
I like that one's better.
Yeah.
She said, what if it's divorced? So then you definitely don't.
Yeah. You probably don't want to do that.
It's a fair question, but no.
Yeah, Harry is getting
sniffing around there?
Yeah, well, it's graphic. But yeah, he's
I didn't say it.
He's yeah. I mean, he's with But I think Kate and I were talking about this. We had dinner and I was like, I think Harry's going to be like a girl, like he's not going to hang out with the guys. I think he's become like a clinger. A little. He's gonna be in a relationship with his.
Not like Justin, but
he's a very sensitive, nice guy. I'm like, I don't want that. I loved in high school. I wasn't super into having girlfriends. Like I liked hanging out with the guy, going to Papa Gino's, driving around, going to a party, leaving. I even knew at the time. Like I'd be thinking I'd be in the car with these guys, with Lace and Fuller and Manette and Andy or whoever, and I would be thinking while I was driving the Suburban, like with the fucking. This is gonna be like the best time of my entire life. Like I perspective even at that time.
That's impressive.
Like it'd be
That's
like
impressive.
Like it was like a summer night. You could feel the heat. You know, you put $10 in and you gas all the gas you need. You could drive around all night. I knew it. I just knew it.
99-cent gas. Yeah.
Yes, when I first got my license, I would get $5 worth of gas at the place in Rotary in the center. That's gone now. Mr. Capadonna was there, but like I knew it, and I hope but I don't think those guys don't do that anymore.
They don't get their license anymore.
No, I don't. Harry's like, I don't even know if Harry. I could see Harry not getting his license for a while.
I waited till I was well over 17 to get my license. I dragged my feet.
Ryan waited forever.
Did he?
Yeah, forever. I think he was like 20, 21.
I got as soon as I could.
Yeah.
He must have friends that love driving around, though. That made it probably easier, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I got the very day I could. I was 16 and a half. I took my license test that day.
I was doing driver's ed at like 5 a.m. just so I could do it.
Standard or clutch? Automatic or clutch? You learn on.
I first learned clutch from my dad.
So I remember driving around the parking lots
do it
in Nashua.
I couldn't do it. He'd get mad.
Old Honda. Oh, my
we
dad
did it.
fucking
We did the
hated
Burlington
me.
Mall on the weekends. We'd go. And first of all, turn off the goddamn radio. So I turn off the radio.
That's too loud.
And we'd just be like, God damn it! Like I'm a dad. I don't
You're
know.
gonna pull the clutch, Michael.
Like Dad, I don't know how to do it. I don't want to drive it like this. He's like, his thing. He always drove those. He's like,
That's all we had.
Yeah.
Standard, because they were easier to fix. My dad was convinced.
Oh, is that right?
Standards were cheaper standards were cheaper to fix than an automatic.
Is that true or no?
I have no idea, but
Probably.
all three cars had clutches.
Because of if you just think of like the mechanics, like the computer components in an automatic.
I don't even know. I don't even know what you mean.
But you can also wear out a clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, I wore through multiple clutches in the old Honda Accord.
That's not cheap.
Ripped through.
Really?
Yeah.
But then my dad was always like, it's just more fun to drive.
It was way more. I miss it. I miss
Really?
them.
Why don't you get one?
They still make them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
you
I was told
gotta
at one
find
point
them.
like they've gone basically to 90% automatic.
Because Europe was all clutch. I remember that. Yeah. Oh, so great. Just popular radio stations. Put the fucking Suburban down and drive it. But those guys just hang on now and watch fucking. I mean, he doesn't drive yet, but they just Kate's the same way.
It is crazy how they spend their time. It's so different.
It's depressing.
It's not social. I don't know what it is.
It's good. I don't want to be an old man, but I don't think it's good.
Maybe Harry will be different. Maybe he'll take the torch from Dad and be like a guy's guy and be out there with the boys.
I told you, Harry's doing a KMS dive.
I heard that in the car.
He's like 30 episodes in.
He was critical of how stupid Dave was.
Yeah, it was an old episode. He was on, but now he's listening since the beginning of the show.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And I know he knows all these words anyway. Like, it's just stupid.
Has he gotten anything yet besides Dave being stupid where he's questioning you about? Things you said on the family or?
No, I don't think so. He's like, we're at Red 13 still, I think. He kind of, he'll listen to a little bit, then he'll listen to some fucking YouTube thing.
Has he brought back any inside jokes that you don't even remember?
No. I know, but I don't remember anything. I'm always amazed I remember anything.
He's going to eventually ask about red hot dogs. That's going to happen.
Red snappers.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, he knows that they're better than you.
Harlan Ackerson?
Yeah, I don't remember any. I just know
you pretend like you were mad at me at that time.
I was very mad at you at that
Why?
time. Because you wished me death. You'd go on your show and hope I get fired and I suck at life and worst radio personality. And
I do that. You're here now.
Sent the KMS fans after our show.
Did not send anybody after.
Sent them after, like you always do.
Did not send anybody after.
Yeah, like you say you are. Yeah, it's understand. Yeah.
You guys, you did. You guys made the conscious decision to pretend I didn't exist. That was a bad move. It was a bad. I could have told you.
A lot of saying anything there. Yes, you're
that's
right.
true. I wonder what Jerry's doing.
Jerry wants to read the just so you know, you guys brought the Jake Tapper book. He wants to read it. Just want to give Jake Tapper money.
Yes.
So he's not buying the book. Yeah. Maybe you can let him borrow it. You guys used to
$3,
exchange books all the time.
$2 that Jake Tapper would get from the book. My thing is like, I don't want to go over this again, but like, he did a good job. Like, I agree he's a phony, but like the reporting is good, so why not read it? Like, if Jerry's doing that show, he has to read that book. That's derelict of duty. Like, you have to read
Maybe
that
he'll
book.
borrow it from the library instead of buying it.
Think they have at the library already? New books like that? I don't even know.
I thought they do. For popular books, they'll put a copy or two in there.
Yeah, Chelmsford Library is a great library.
It is an excellent library.
Also, I didn't realize that Hunter Biden started dating Bo's wife.
Yeah.
And got her addicted to crack.
Not his wife. His widow.
His widow, that's
Yes,
right.
yeah.
And got her addicted to crack.
Yes.
Fighting crime, family.
Read that book. It's the best book out there right now.
It's insane.
Did you read that? Well, I was like a week into the show and I was walking. Remember Jerry and I would always walk on the second floor.
Yep. Bosom Buzz.
He's like, I got a book for you. You open it, was Ann Coulter's Adios America. It's going to blow your mind. I think Ann Coulter's a Trump hater though now.
She flipped?
She comes to my feed every once in a while. I think so.
I
can't quite figure it out. All right, so Mutt Stack up tomorrow. So you got nothing to promote for us for that. No,
I'm going to do a lot of, if you didn't read the Belichick book yet, I'll give you the book report.
Okay.
Belichick and Jordan. Every Friday something breaks on that, so we'll report on that, obviously. And then some potential media notes that we're working on.
Potential media notes?
Yeah, I can't make things up, but we'll see if we hear anything the next.
What grade would you give the Belichick book?
Oh.
Who did he write it with?
C-. I think it's just him. I don't know.
So but he didn't, obviously.
There are multiple parts in the book where he references New Age things that he just doesn't, like, breaks up some sort of
I wonder who wrote it with him. I mean,
the Divvy, there's like these New Age sales thing. There's no way he knew these things. There's no, I don't know who. It might have been her. Maybe it's Jordan. But the first 100 pages are rough. It gets better. I get like a C-.
That's the one thing I like about the Biden book. There's no bullshit backstory for the most part. It's just the last 2 to 4 years.
The other book really I read too, the debate the book starts with a debate. The other one I just read, which is great. That's why I love the Gandolfini book. Like, it's a little bit like, if I ever got the author on, I guess I won't. I would, say like he spends like 20 pages on this, like up all the way up to when he started acting. Like, I don't need. There's nothing worse than 100 pages of boring backstory. Like, I don't want to know what your grandfather did, like in full detail. I just don't.
You would hate. I would not read it if I were you because it does this thing where it compares like football to your office.
Yeah,
it's
a weird move.
And even fans, I'm not sure. I don't know who it's. I know who it's made for. It's made because he wants his legacy to have this book because his dad wrote a book on football scouting that was like the legendary book. But it's for a current Patriots fan, like Justin's grandmother or whoever does the knitting. She would fucking hate this.
It's his mother, not his grandmother. She's flying in tomorrow. Give her a break. Today.
She's cock blocking the Hooters trip, potentially.
You think so? She's a penis?
Mom blocking it, I guess.
Mom blocking, yeah. A Belichick tell-all book.
It's not that.
No, but I'm saying if that full, that'd be great.
You never read Bill Walsh's book, did you?
I read a book about Bill Walsh, not by Bill.
Well, Bill Walsh, about leadership.
I own it, but
I own it, but that was
so.
much better than
you don't need
Belichick's
to
book.
learn leadership.
Much
from Bill
better.
Walsh.
He told about the
Let me
organization.
ask you, if Bill Walsh had fucking John Kitna as quarterback, you would not have read that book.
Well, he also developed an offense that was
sure.
He revolutionized
Joe Montana and Steve Young.
Well, before that at Stanford, he did that. He had an offense that they took from college.
Didn't win the national championship. He's a great coach, but I'm saying, like, I don't.
But I thought that book was better than Bill's, and I'm trying to other coaching books to relate it to. Like it's better than Pitino's book. Remember that book in the
Success of Choice? Rob Bradford. I read
all
that
those
book,
fucking quotes.
Book on tape. Rob loved that book.
Bill does that too, by the way. In this book,
what?
Like end of a chapter, you get like 3 pages that is like bold quote, but it counts as 3 pages of the book, so it's 276.
Good for you. You bought
like
this
200.
thing?
I did.
Where'd you buy it?
Amazon.
You don't go to the bookstores, right?
40% off. Oh my God, drive to Barnes and Nobles. It was there 2 hours later for no charge at our house.
Well, I like to walk around the bookstore. That's why.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I'll save that for a different time.
What? Go ahead. What?
Nothing. No.
Go ahead.
For your birthday. I'm saving something for your birthday. For your birthday.
It's like 6 months away.
We'll save for your birthday.
What do you save for my birthday?
I bought you a gift at a bookstore.
Which bookstore?
I'm not gonna. No.
I know where it was.
Okay.
Is it within? Can I throw a baseball from that record store and hit it?
What record store?
The one in Littleton.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No. I think you've been to this library. Oh shit.
Library.
Which library? Just tell me the library. How's that gonna guess a book at the library?
Kennebunk Library.
The one in Kennebunk, Porter and Kennebunk, right in the corner there, the Kennebunk Library.
The one that has a basement. The one that has a basement. Where you go downstairs and shop down there.
There's also a kids section down there, right?
There's a kids section. There's also adult section. Yes.
Yeah. Adult section.
I didn't see those type of adults.
I've been in that library many times.
I figured you had.
I ran a couple of 5Ks starting and ending of that library.
I don't.
When you go to Kennebunk, you just hold your nose and then you get back over the bridge and then you're fine. Kennebunk's a little. It's fine. It has a.
I bought it over the summer and I'm like, I'm going to give it to him for his birthday.
Why can't you just give it to me now? I'd like a book.
All right, next time I come in, I'll bring it then. Sure.
What world is it in? I might have it. I've read everything.
You've not read. There is no fucking way. You may have picked this up and looked at it at the store.
Is it a joke or?
I think it's interesting.
I don't want to.
It's not.
Craig Carton?
No, it's not Craig Carton.
Craig Carton takes a hit in that Favre documentary, which I watched.
Does he? I haven't watched that on Netflix.
It stunk. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to. It's out now. What's it called? The Fall of Favre.
The Fall of Favre. It's trending on Netflix.
Yeah, I think it's number 1 in the movies, right? I feel she was definitely victimized by Favre, but the Jen Sturger
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, would they botched it?
No, but like I know it's like mostly a lot about her. It's fine. I don't. It didn't do much for me. But Carton looks like an asshole to Jen Sturger.
I can't wait to watch it now.
It's like you're a sex worker basically at one point to her. Like, she was in studio. I'm like, holy shit. And like people like loved him at Entercom. It was weird, just strange.
Oh yeah, Chris Olivero loved that guy.
Ugh, he's a riser.
Brought him
right?
back. Yeah,
loser.
A fan.
All right, so we'll take some calls tomorrow. We'll be back. Is anyone in tomorrow or no? No. All right. Not even producing?
No. Didn't know if you were doing it Friday. You didn't say if you were doing it Friday.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll take calls. Maybe not. Gus, always good to see you, buddy.
Always good to be here.
Nothing to promote yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Coming soon, The Gus Show.
Coming soon, The Gus Show. Enjoy the film tonight.
I'm excited.
Good. Always good to see you. Mutt stack up tomorrow?
Yes, muttstack.com.
All right, we'll see you next week, I'm sure.
See you Tuesday night, hopefully.
What's that?
Tuesday
night.
Yeah. We can't practice before that. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Like I said, maybe I'll go shoot around somewhere if people want to go, but if not, yeah, no practice this weekend. Okay. No practice.
That's when Coleman and Justin got hurt last
year. We did do it
year.
last year. That's true.
One last piece of it. I'll admit, a little concerned about injury in that game too. My
Me
focus
too.
is June 9th. I don't want to. My buddy blew out his
We can't think like that.
He had full ACL reconstructive playing stupid soccer, and I was thinking about
to watch
that
you
too.
blow your ACL would be unbelievable.
if I do it June 9th, fine. I don't want to do it against some college fucking team in South Shore.
Will you be at the game if you blow your ACL before June?
100% will be there.
Tom Segura style.
Yeah.
If I get injured before then, I will be the sideline guy with Josh and James if allowed to do it.
Imagine
I don't want to take Ted's gig though.
See, I think
No, you got to do the PA for the game.
PA, obviously.
It's true. That's true. You would do full PA at that game.
You got to do
blow
reps.
your knee or your Achilles.
I would do that, yes.
But you're not going to. We're in good shape. For our age, we're in good shape.
But it's one turn. That's
I know. I had a play the other night where I was like, if it had gone, the highlight one they showed the fake and then I was so high up there that I couldn't easily blow. I was like, I can't even jump. I don't think I can blow my knee out.
There's one where literally it's 3 inches off the fucking ground. And I feel like I'm way in the air when I jump.
I don't know if I can touch the net still, but I don't think I definitely can't touch the backboard, right? No way.
Depends on the.
I can.
I can't.
How old are you?
I can't.
34.
I can't.
16 years
I'm
old.
just saying.
I can't do it.
I could dunk a volleyball once.
You could?
Yeah, I couldn't. I could not fucking hold a basketball.
Little hands.
Yeah, YMCA Woburn. I dunked a volleyball once.
Must feel awesome.
Those days are long gone. Harrison, can you spin it? I could never spin the ball either.
I could do that for
Really?
9 or 10 seconds.
My dad was.
I could never juggle.
My dad saw me outside practicing spinning. He'd be like, "Go fucking shoot free throws." Like what? He would say to me, "How's that gonna help you in the game? How's that gonna help you in the game?" And I wouldn't have an answer. He'd say, "Go shoot free throws." So, he'd be all over this team though.
He would like Belichick's book, I think.
Yeah,
a lot of leadership shit.
He'd be keeping score because he did the book for us, even in high school. Yeah. Now it's Kane.
You got to admit, did you miss Shark Minahan a little bit, not having the full
A
stats?
lot.
I did too. I hope he's okay. If he
Me
listens
too.
still,
Great guy. I hope he's doing.
Great
I'm sure
guy.
he's
He
listening. But
he added to a lot to the show.
he's part of the team too, in his own way. I hope he comes back.
I almost thought maybe Kane was Shark Minahan because he was taking notes. I thought
Not
maybe,
to that
maybe
level.
Kane was like a
That's a sense of humor that was not.
The attention for Shark is
Yeah.
really high.
Yeah, so I can't put out the points for everyone. Like that's about what I think that's a limit. That's about the most he'll do. I think
That team took 68 3-pointers.
I believe
insane.
Well, they hit. I didn't see the number.
And they hit like
I guess
45%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and these were not 19-9-3. These were some of these were 26.
The kid in the
27.
Westfield State jersey at one point was like it was this far behind the line.
The kid who tweeted, I think, was one of those guys. And like after a while, I was like, if the kids in the 28-40s and they had 20, it didn't matter if we were on them either.
If it was Marty Mush times a million.
Oh, but different stratosphere. As good as Marty played, that's a different. So, yeah. All right. I think we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if we get somebody in for the calls. If somebody wants to come in, that'd be good too. All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye.